The Byward Market, not far from Parliament Hill, a favorite of the residents and also visitors to Ottawa. This year's Tim Hortons Brier. Players, teams getting ready to come onto the ice for draw 13 on this Wednesday night. Some of them know that their fate has already been sealed. Others know that one more loss would then take them out of contention. Another win would keep them alive to play another day here in Ottawa. This afternoon it was draw 12 in a battle of the Ontarios, North against the South. And really, Northern Ontario, who had come in undefeated, really hadn't played well up until the 8th. When they put it together to score 3. And they rode that to a win over Glenn Howard and his Ontario side from Toronto to hand them a 5th loss. Elsewhere, Team Canada scored 3 in 10 to beat New Brunswick. Manitoba over Saskatchewan with a last rock win, and Alberta made quick work of Quebec 9-4. So as we take a look at the standings, top of the table, still undefeated Northern Ontario. Then you see Newfoundland, Labrador, Manitoba, and Alberta. If it ended tonight, those 4 would be in. So 4 losses, possibly 5, maybe, but you're going to need an awful lot of help down the stretch. Coming up tonight again, you have your choice of games to watch. If you'd like to see Newfoundland and Quebec, it's TSN 4 and 5, or Brian and David have Manitoba, British Columbia for you on TSN 1 and 3 as we continue with the Brier from Ottawa. So far, the team from the Rock have been rock solid. At 6-1, they're 1 game off the lead. Now, Brad Gushue continues his drive for a first Brier title, and all East Coast eyes will be watching. At 3-4, Team Quebec, they can't afford any more losses. Jean-Michel Menard had the crowd on their feet earlier this week, and all he can hope for now is more of that same magic. Draw 13 under the primetime lights next. Newfoundland Labrador, the gold medal winner. Can he add a Canadian championship to the resume against Quebec? Jean-Michel Menard, a former Canadian champion. As we welcome you inside the arena here at TD Place on this Wednesday night. Say hello, Canada. Cheryl Russ alongside. Newfoundland and Labrador, 6-1, 1 game off the pace of Northern Ontario. And it so happens that their final round robin game on Friday will be against Brad Jacobs. Could be for first place, but they can't look ahead to that yet.
Absolutely not. You know, Brad struggled a little bit early with his draw weight. You could see that that was playing on his mind, but in the last few games, he's been on fire, playing so well, showing a lot of confidence, and you want to continue that going forward. So the keys for today, don't let up. That focus and desire has served you so well, so bring that tonight. And really watch letting rocks build up without the hammer. You do not want to leave those big hero shots for Jean-Michel Menard.
Yeah, Jean-Michel really has been the hero. They are 3-4. It has been his big shot making that has really kept them alive. Problem is, they are a very good middle-of-the-pack team. Do they have enough, though, to compete with the likes of a Newfoundland Labrador?
Well, everybody's afraid of this team because of those hero shots that Cheryl's talking about, but you have to look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. They have yet, Quebec, to beat a team above 500. They have to turn that around. They have to turn that around like right now. They got 4 tough games left. They win them all. They still have a chance. So I think because your backs are against the wall, be fearless. You've got nothing to lose. The only way you're going to knock out Mr. Gushue is close that scoring area and make his shots a little harder.
The keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. When we come back, it is Quebec, Newfoundland, and Labrador.
We're here to win this week, and it's kind of the one thing that I'd like to achieve in my curling career, and we feel we have the team to do it. We feel we've been playing well enough to do it, and just need a few breaks and also to play at the level we're capable of playing.
We know how to handle the environment of the Brier. We know everything that's around the Brier. We know how to focus, and we really want to be here. So that's the main thing. It's easy for us to be on the ice, concentrate on what we're doing, and do our best.
2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Draw 13 on a Wednesday night. Here are all the games on the ice. Territories, can they play spoiler against Northern Ontario? Our featured game is on sheet B. Outside chance at 5 losses, so it's must win for New Brunswick. And Manitoba looking to move more into contention. They're among the top right now as they play British Columbia. Quebec, Newfoundland, Labrador. Time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland Labrador. Our lead is Jeff Walker. Our second is Brett Gallant. Our third is Mark Nichols. And we play out of the Ballyhaley Golf and Curling Club in St. John's.
Hi, my name is Jean-Michel Menard, skip of Team Quebec. Playing lead, Philippe Menard. Second, Eric Sylvain. Third, Martin Crête. And we curl out of the Etchemin Curling Club in Lévis.
As the two skips stand at the hack, it'll be Quebec that won the last rock. They won the draw to the button, and so we're ready to get it underway. Newfoundland Labrador will play the Red Stones, Quebec the yellow. And the lead for the team from Newfoundland Labrador is Jeff Walker.
Well, this is a pretty comfortable position for them to be in. They've only won the draw to the button twice so far in 7 games, so obviously pretty familiar with starting off without.
Yeah, it's true, and it hasn't hurt them, has it?
Nope, playing well. You do switch it up. You don't have the skip as it used to be years ago. One player through the draw to the button. It'll be 2 draws to the pin for each player.
And that's 8 games, so then there's 3 more games, and you can pick whoever you want.
Whoever you like.
This Quebec team is they're hard to figure out this week. Jean-Michel made a couple just absolute circus shots. The game we covered, he was 99%. But they don't have much to show for their good shot making. A lot of losses.
So many teams that could speak to that this week, I think. Such high numbers and so many tight games.
The story tonight could be the ice itself, too. It's fairly white already. And we'll reiterate what we talked about this afternoon. It's way better than it looks. When you see that, it looks like it's going through the snow there right now. The pebble itself is much higher than that frost. But we got a ways to go yet, so we'll have to see how long it lasts.
Yeah, many times you heard this afternoon a player say to the thrower, it's running just fine. You don't have to add to it. And on occasion, when they did add to it, they ended up at the back 12 or back 8.
Yeah, it's a visual. You look down there, and it's just your tendency as a player to. It looks frosty, so you throw a little more.
Yeah, unlike us, when you look at us, you go, well, that's the truth.
That's right. Yeah,
this is all I get.
This is it. As good as it gets.
Looks better than it really is. Exact opposite.
Line's good. Yep. Yep, Mark.
A little bit like golf, Cheryl, where you're looking at a green and you get a long putt and it's shiny. That means the green's going with you, and the putt should go a little bit farther. Or if it's dull or darker, you're shooting into the green. But what you can't forget is it's uphill or downhill, and that's what happened, I thought, in the Northern Ontario game. They just assumed it was going to be slower, and they were throwing them through for a while.
Now, the other thing to consider is where this game is being played. It's being played on sheet B. Our feature game this afternoon was on sheet D, closest to the bigger of the 2 stands. One side has less than the other because the arena is tucked under the grandstand of where the stadium where the Red Blacks play. So this one is in the middle. So there was some thought that maybe the air coming off the humidity off those people was affecting that particular sheet maybe more. So we'll keep an eye on this middle sheet.
This is such a typical thing we've seen all week, which speaks to the blank ends. You see everybody come around, freeze, and then one big shot opens it up, and we end up with a blank.
Yeah, if you're sitting at home and you haven't played on arena ice or against teams like this, you're thinking 4 buried around a guard, and Cheryl's talking about a blank end, but it happens more than it doesn't.
Been a high number of blanks. Going into the afternoon draw, 54 blank ends so far. It was 50% more than last year.
That didn't work out. Jean-Michel's hoping for the blank now, Cheryl.
Give me a little fresh here, eh?
Good chance to sit 3 here early.
You want me to throw here? Just.
Okay. Try to throw just normal and
Mark
come
can
down
hold
to
it
solid
too,
board.
Yeah. Mark will hold it.
Yeah, don't go nuts in this, Mark.
Heavy board.
Tight.
By the time it gets there.
Whoa.
Heavy board.
Whoa.
Jeff.
Easy. Yep. Hard.
As we play second stones.
I could have went a little more.
And Brett Galland, Newfoundland Labrador 6-1 as we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier. They're a good team, they know that, but they're always looking to improve a bit, aren't they?
Well, for sure, and that's what you always want to see. And it wasn't their ambitious schedule that took them all over the world, quite frankly, this year, that Brad feels has made a difference and really led to the consistency that we're seeing this week. It was their practicing, what they did and how they did it. Spent a lot of time doing technical training with Jeff Thomas on the ice. And Brad said they threw a lot less rocks as individuals and really focused on things as a team. So team situations. And he also said they tried to raise the intensity of their practices. And I asked how they did that, and he said, well, we put money on the line. It may not have been much, but it's amazing how people perform for cash.
Very good, actually, when you think about it.
Well, this is a team that does perform well for cash, 128,000 on tour this year.
I've been around curling teams at the baggage carousel, waiting for bags and betting on who's is going to come off first.
Yeah, they're a competitive bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Jeff.
I thought he said yep.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It's interesting. I think a lot of teams do have that issue with individual practice because there's so many teams that have somebody that doesn't live in the same province as them. And I do think that is an issue with some teams. They don't get to practice together as a team as often. So huge advantage.
Good way. Easy. Close. Whoa. Yep. Hard, Feel.
Okay. Down. Okay.
Same way, Mark.
Okay.
Opportunity to spread them out, but pretty much wherever Newfoundland rolls, there could still be a double.
You talk about the fact that some teams don't even see each other till they bonspiel. Quebec is one.
Real hard.
Jean-Michel Menard is just across the river in Gatineau.
Real hard.
Martin Crete and Eric Sylvain, the third and second, respectively. They're in Lévis, which is across from Quebec City.
Guys. It's nice way.
And then Philippe Menard is closer to Montreal. He's in Boucherville on the South Shore. So 2 and 1, then spread around, and they just get together. So much trust is put on your team to go out, throw the stones, practice by yourself, do the things that will help you finally get together.
Yep, Phil. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Eric. Whoa. Thanks.
Good shot.
Very nice.
So here's what we were referring to earlier about looking ahead. So he's playing Quebec, British Columbia, PEI. They're all teams, British Columbia, PEI, are out of contention now. Then that final game, Friday morning, round robin, Northern Ontario, could it be for first place? Has the possibility if you can stay at one loss and they go through and Northern Ontario run the table. So you can't look too far ahead. We also know that with one more win, and a win tonight, for example, Gushue is assured at least a tiebreaker.
I thought Brad said it so well in this afternoon's game against Team Canada, or this morning's game, sorry, against Team Canada when they got a few points in the one end, and he's like, we cannot let up. They just keep pushing. And that's what they have to do for these next games.
Well, that's Brad Gushue's middle name, too. It's just he's been like that through his entire career. It's just trying to get better, trying to get better.
Okay. It's good. Good shot.
Now, Quebec's run is a little bit more difficult. They're at 4 losses. We know that, in fact, usually is the magic number. 5 maybe, but then you need help. So then you have New Brunswick, Manitoba, Northwest Territories. So it's a little more difficult when you look at it. New Brunswick is out of contention territories. Then Manitoba, well, we don't know where they're going to be, but certainly they're in the mix for the playoffs and one of the top teams here in Ottawa.
Oui. Ben, si tu veux top 8, c'est peut-être un
You
gosse
can
de
play the
moins.
double here, but you're probably rolling wide open or maybe even out. Gives Brad Gushue a chance to loop around that guard. So why not do that yourself? Put this in front of the tee line, hopefully buried, and make Gushue throw a tough one. That's the only way you're going to beat him.
Never. Mets la back kick.
Ah, il va, là.
Oh, he's got
Mets la
a
back kick.
ton of room
Et
here.
là, Marc. Éric Grenier.
There it goes.
Jean-Michel Menard and his first.
Seul, Éric.
And then to the back 8.
Go.
Wow.
Tu lances quoi?
Tu as lancé 3,5.
Commence à skater.
Ouais.
Not where they wanted it, and they're probably going to be forced, but I like the psychology here. You don't play scared with 4 losses. You play to win because that's your job out here. If you lose by 10, who cares? You got to put pressure on the other team.
Eric threw one in here too. Didn't go nuts.
C'est sûr, c'est les rouges, par exemple.
Didn't come down much for me.
Let's just listen, pay attention now to what the front end says to their skip, because earlier today.
How much weight you throwing here?
I think like good hack. You try to roll here?
Yeah, nose is fine too, Mark.
This afternoon, the Stones, despite the look of the ice,
Yeah.
the Stones ran well.
Yeah. So just throw a normal.
It's still a little heavier in this path than
Only a
everywhere else,
couple
but
feet.
it's not too bad.
Yeah. Just hack. Go ahead, Brett. Go, Brett. Go. Little quiet. Go. Hard. Help him, Jeff.
Little quiet, Gallant,
Hack.
Walker.
Jeff. Just to the hack. Go, Jeff. Jeff. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Brett.
Hard, Brett. Hard. Make sure.
You're good.
Make sure of it.
And sure of it, they are. Manitoba, British Columbia, must win. Absolute must win for BC tonight.
And playing a little scared on this sheet, both Mike McEwen and Jim Cotter. Mike hit a stone out in the 12-foot rather than a draw, and Jim Cotter is hitting second shot to get his 2 rather than draw. Just a little nervous on sheet D tonight.
And that's where we were earlier today, 2 for BC.
Mine's good.
Opportunity down the same path.
Même ligne. Même ligne. Même ligne.
Mine's good.
Mine's good. On est large encore. On est large.
Draw against a couple.
Ça commence à culer. Au moins, t'es large.
2006 Canadian champion, world silver medalist.
Au moins, t'es large. Au moins, t'es large. Good shot. Shot, Jim.
Yeah.
For the single. Nicely underway on a Wednesday night, the Brier in Ottawa.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere, proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Keeping our eye on all the action here on a Wednesday night, draw 13, Tim Hortons Brier. From the arena, TD Place, our feature game, Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec. Quebec comes in at 3-4, Newfoundland Labrador 6-1. 1 game off the pace set by Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs with 7 straight wins. Quebec gets their single in the first, so here in the second, Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
On la veut 3. Martin en premier. Martin en premier. Go, maintenant c'est la ligne. Allez, va, là, go. Go.
Two very nice out-turn draws for Jean-Michel.
What are you trying to say, Cheryl?
He really likes his out-turn.
81% of the time, this Quebec team throws an out-turn hit. And all shots overall, 75% out-turns, 3-1.
It's incredible.
It really is. And we get talking about it before the game, and it might be by design. Some of the players just get into a habit. And like I used to, leave my left hand in my pocket, it'd stay warm, so I'd call an out-turn or something. You just got to, when you lead through out-turns, you tend to
the whole game goes that way.
Keep doing it, but there might be method to their madness when they don't play that much. Practice the one shot, get real good at it.
Perfect it.
80, keep an eye on that during the game. They threw all out-turns in end number 1.
Well, you even got the little flip underneath as they push it to the back edge of the 4. Shot rock, Newfoundland, Labrador with last rock as we drop in on Northwest Territories against Northern Ontario, and looking to win an 8th straight. Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie as he plays Jamie Cooey from Yellowknife. The Cooey team is coming off that win earlier yesterday, I guess it was against Ontario, to win their first. They've played 4 extra end games. Northern Ontario beat Ontario earlier today, in which a game where they really didn't seem in sync until the 8th when they scored 3, and then they went on to win it. And there's the draw for 2 in an early lead.
Eric just made a bullet run back out turn, made it perfect, stuck it, so you can't argue with it if they're going to keep making them.
Yep. Easy. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yep.
Brett Gallant, 1-2, and touched them all. Spills 2, leaves 1 back edge of the 8th. And the 2 stones in front now. 1 on center line, 1 also covering the edge of the 8. It's covering that shot rock at the moment, but it's back to the tee line. They both belong to Newfoundland and Labrador.
Brad, we talked about it when he played Ontario. They bail early. And I think Brett Gallant's having his best Brier ever, and they just never seem to be in trouble.
We talked earlier about Brett Gallant and how much he has worked on his game.
Well, both he and Jeff Walker. I think Jeff has been had a pretty great Brier 2, setting stuff up the ends and the angles early.
Brad Gushue, even by his own admission, can be a tough guy to play for because he wants to win and wants to win badly. So he expects you to put in the effort that he puts in.
Okay. Yeah.
And he gave credit earlier this week to Brett Gallant. He thinks that whenever he's throwing, he sees him there, and Gallant often stays and throws more.
Good weight.
And on top of that, you add the sweeping ability he brings to the game.
He's
massive.
Like so many of the really good brushers today, he's chiseled.
That's a good shot.
Close up. Wow.
New Brunswick at 2-5. Outside chance if they get some help and win out. And this the final stone on the way from Mike Kennedy from Grand Falls as he plays PEI and Adam Casey out of Summerside and Charlottetown.
Adam Casey made a great run back on his first stone and now lies 2, and so this is a draw to the 4-foot.
For Kennedy in a 5th Brier appearance.
Yep. Hold the line. Yep. Whoa.
And acknowledgement from PEI skip Adam Casey.
Whoa.
Both those provinces have never won a Canadian men's curling championship.
Okay. Just need to be second shot. Full 8.
Okay, so you talked about
off your draw path. You were getting just across
Brad
center
being
almost.
quick to bail. Now he's got last rock. He's got some stones in front.
Think it'd be
He's
quite
going
as
to
quick as it
ignore
was for
those
your draw?
stones that are just back of the tee line and try to go around.
Yeah, normally he'd like to have the front open up. He'd like to make these plays, these aggressive plays around corner guards because he doesn't want to, you know, give Quebec a chance to hide one there. But it's getting so late in the end, and it doesn't look like they're going to blanket. One yellow is buried. Quebec sitting 2, so now you have to change gears. Come around, force Quebec to a run back or a tap back, and try to generate that 2.
Sure. Wait's close.
I think the player he chooses to change gears with, Mark Nichols, number 1 at thirds.
Wait's good.
Fully, not heavy.
Full
Line's
8.
good. Not heavy.
Clean.
Line's good.
Fighting 4, I think.
Oh, line's good.
Line's good. Line's
Whoa,
good.
whoa,
Full
line's
8.
good. Line's
Just
good.
fighting
Line's
4.
Don't need to finish it. Don't need to
We're
finish
there.
it. Half in the 4. Half in the 4. Yeah, go Brett. Yep, 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 yep.
Oh, lovely.
Nice shot.
Whatever they told him, whatever that front end said to Mark Nichols, he bought in.
It almost.
When we were at the Olympics, Mark was a legendary hitter, and he bailed us out time and time again. In the semi and the final, he single-handedly won them for us, but he was not a great drawer. And he'd be deep on a few things. When he missed the wrong way, maybe overthrow a hack waiter. Those couple of years playing lead for Jeff Stout, and it's just turned his career right around.
Martin Kretz will run it back, and he'll spill them both. Oh, no, he just hangs on. So can that come into play possibly for Newfoundland Labrador?
Yes, it can. And that little bit of white stuff out there might have stopped this one.
Yeah, I thought this was going out pretty easy.
Looked like it, didn't it?
So the house is not quite as lively as we've seen them earlier in the competition.
Good weight.
Just board. Wait's good. Board. But chest.
Just lead.
Whoa.
Good board.
Quiet board.
Yep. Close.
Pretty close to board.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. 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 Good shot.
That's good. Good throw, Mark.
It's good. He's got to make the roll.
Yeah, good weight.
Sur le nez, on lui donne le double.
Ouais.
En cache.
On roule là, mais lui, il va retourner au centre.
Ouais. OK. Toi, tu as lancé contre un bomb, ça devrait être pas pire.
Ouais, j'étais contrôle down. Tu y vas quel way, Jean-Michel? Bomb?
Ouais.
Right.
Try and get the roll in behind the center.
Roll au centre?
Ouais.
Do I understand correctly, Russ, if they just leave it there on the nose, they might set up the double?
Yeah, that's what Mark Nichols is banking on. Just hit and stay. Force Quebec to do something because there will be probably a half rock double, which is pretty natural. So you want to roll over, but you can't roll too far either. You roll into the hole. You also give a yellow double.
Bumper.
Good way. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
Philippe Menard. And there's that roll, and now he's going to group them as it pops out the other. Oh, just got a little bit of a break, spinning back on itself.
Okay.
It's close to being there.
I think it's still there, Mark. Solid board.
The guard is really long.
Shot, Jim.
How much do you have? Not quite a quarter. Not quite a quarter.
You got to get that.
I think we can roll to there anyway.
Okay.
It's like it was going to be almost wide open, and then it goes. Zzz.
Come back. Oh, geez. That turn, though, makes this a little more difficult, doesn't it?
Well, I think it's, they said they can almost see a quarter, and I think why this is available is because of the sweeping. They can carve it in after they get past the guard because the guard is so long.
And they don't have to make the double yet. Just group them, force Quebec to roll away again. You might have a chance with your next one.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I like that. Okay. Try and roll right next to it would be pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Brad Gushue
Yep. Heavy high. Hard, Brett.
in a 13th Brier appearance.
Gotta go, Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard, all you got. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Brett can land again. Hold it for him. Oh, he did. He saved it. He saved it for the skipper.
Do you know what, Vic? I think it actually touched that guard.
It did. It rubbed.
Did it feather it
It
on the
hit
right
it
line?
so
Really?
thin, like
Wow.
micro touched it.
I didn't even see it.
I'm not even sure the guard moved, which is impossible, but it did touch the guard.
Must have just rubbed the very back of it.
Yes, there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
And then by it goes.
I only say that because if it gets by, it noses that rock, so it had to feather. What are the odds of not moving the guard and changing the angle to go right through that board? Trouble all of a sudden for Brad Gushue.
Didn't even see it.
It's one of the thinnest.
It didn't move.
Right?
The guard did not move.
Unbelievable.
That's good.
Northern Ontario opened with 2 in the first. Now it's up to the Territories and Jamie Cooey.
Well, Jamie threw a draw in his first one. He tried to bury around those Northern Ontario stones at the top of the house, and he did. But it came out the other side a little bit, and Brad Jacobs made a soft weight touchback to lie 3. So Jamie needs 8 foot this time.
Out of the Yellowknife Curling Club, 9th Brier for Jamie Cooey. So now you've got to hit the button. And it's a draw against 3 for Brad Gushue.
Just a slight over curl in the perfect world of great weight for Quebec, but if you keep that on that center line, this shot's almost unmakeable.
Mark's draw was 3 feet slower than what he was throwing draw to the button.
He was tighter line. I think Brad's going to
I think Jean-Michel just likes his out turn because he threw a perfect in turn there.
Yeah, yeah, he's setting us up.
Put it on the tee line, guys.
Yep.
Put it on the tee line. Facing 3. Top 4, back 4, back 8.
I liked it. Where?
Likes it out of his hand.
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was like. Stay on it, Jeff. I didn't think it was light.
Stay with it,
Think we're
Jeff.
there. Well then.
A little heavy.
Line's perfect.
It's good.
Likes everything about it. Now it's up to those 2, Walker and Gallant.
Hard, Jeff.
Gotta go.
Hard, Jeff.
Nichols calling line. You got to put it on the
Gotta
lid.
go, Jeff.
You got to get it to the lid, fellas. Oh, they let it get away.
Yeah.
A steal of 2 for Quebec. Out of his hand, he loved it. Line was great. They just couldn't carry it there. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport. Brad Gushue, not so much of a hot shot, he's just hot. After that final draw of his came up light to give Quebec the steal of 2. So Quebec leads at 3-0 here on this Wednesday night of draw 13. And once again, Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones. And Newfoundland Labrador lead is Jeff Walker.
So light, I thought.
Well, that was a tough shot that Brad missed, but if you want to pick on him, he's 97% hitting this week. 84 drawing, which is great, but if you look a little closer, 78% in the intern draw. So you wonder if, but I know when I curl with him, if he had a chance, he wanted to throw the intern draw. It was his favorite draw. So I think they just need another 4 or 5 inches ice, and they make that.
Yeah, because I think the weight would have been really good on it. They just caught them on the curl.
Il y a un bon gap, là, mais je pense qu'il faut aller autour. Comme ça, je joue. Pas sur le muffin. OK. Sinon, ils vont venir tout le temps ici. Mais,
Thinking just about opening things up, is he?
Yeah, it's a scoreboard-driven. It would be tempting to kind of go right around everything, but that's what Brad wants.
Quasiment normal!
We always used to say a blank end. When you're up 3-0, a blank end is a victory. A blank end's a fantastic result.
Martin! Okay.
Oh boy, now they're staggered and it's covered. Shot stone. Belongs to Quebec without last rock as we check in on New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island as they play in the second half.
Well, on Mike Kennedy's final stone, Vic, he made a lovely hit and roll under, and so you can see the real estate that Adam Casey must get to get his single. Needs the lid.
Adam Casey, who played for a couple of 3 seasons, in effect, 3 Briers with Brad Gushue, now skipping in his 5th and playing in his 5th Brier.
Hard line.
Uh-oh.
Gets the stick.
Uh-oh.
Robbie, go. Go.
By 1. Oh, dear. And he's going to roll off and go too far. 3-0 New Brunswick.
Just curling in the front, curling it there.
Go back again to what you said.
Yeah.
It's difficult not to believe what you see. And what they see is a lot of white, and Adam Casey may have just overthrown it, thinking it was going to be heavier.
That's exactly what happens, and you can actually feel the frost on your feet because your crepe sole and on your gripper foot. You know, you go in through the pebble and you feel that frost. You slip on it a bit or you stick on it, but it does not affect the rocks. Maybe till 10th, 11th end.
Come on, man. Sérieux?
Oh boy. I didn't like the call either, Gerald. You could have tapped that yellow-red combo and sat 2 buried staggered.
Just to update you, BC got their deuce in the first. They blanked the second. Mike McEwen from Winnipeg does have the hammer in the third.
This is the one opportunity for Newfoundland against Quebec, as they tend to, every now and then you'll get an execution and you'll get an opportunity to get a deuce back. I think it's just patience for Newfoundland.
He can't make it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could line it up and hope he stuffs it. Does our red stay?
This?
Yeah, like he can't go tick around, can he?
I don't know. No.
So it's staying there.
I think he can almost manipulate it whatever way he wants.
Yeah.
Like if we get it here.
Just worried about like leaving our red.
Yeah, I like right there.
Okay.
Got to be careful with this. You could just tap that red an inch or 2 and just change him around a bit and leave your shot rock very safe. So if you ever curl enough here and leave that double raise double, you won't be happy.
I got all there.
Top 8!
Right to it.
Off, Mark.
Right to it.
Off.
They just want top
Right
12.
to go around.
More than that, guys, isn't it?
Mark. We can go around it. Go, Mark.
Boy, going around means it's deep, really deep.
Wait, don't wait. Just
Whoa.
back forward.
Jeff.
Right to the back 12. Yep. Keep it going.
Whoa.
Keep it going. Oh.
Yikes.
Time that?
Yeah. I got 78. I got 84 on your first.
Still think he can make a double,
If you hit this a little high side with soft weight, I think you can leave it buried, Cheryl.
Agree.
Just a hair off nose on the high side. I think it'll stay.
Well, you've kind of got 2 guards that you can stick behind.
Ça draguera pas trop? Ben, viens voir.
It's one of those unforced errors that you just 2 in a row, 1 by each team.
Your shooter might even stagger with the red.
Yeah, I think so.
Then it's really tough to get anything that's on the forefoot.
Il y a juste avec un petit weight. Off-nose rapidement. Et là, on est sûr qu'elle va sticker là.
Je dirais comme normal, mais selon moi, off-nose en haut.
OK. Correct. OK.
Parce que off-nose, elle va descendre rien qu'un petit peu avec un petit angle.
C'est bon.
Normal?
Oui.
Off-nose de ce bord-là.
De mon bord?
Ouais.
Let's go, Mark.
All right, juste normal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Martin Kret
Good one.
in a 6th Brier, a
Whoa.
former
Whoa.
5-time
Yes,
Quebec
yes,
junior
yes.
champion, all as a skip. Philippe Menard. Oh, wow, and underneath it is. Very nice.
Almost got the double on the way by.
Great throw.
He actually hit that low side and dragged it a bit. Clever.
Board. Board weight.
I like the weight selection
7/8,
with board.
Yeah.
Throw board. You'll at least keep your stone that you're promoting in the ring somewhere.
Heavy board.
Little heavy.
Close. Clean. Heavy board. Yep. Whoa. Jeff. Really gotta go, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. You got it. Oh, you got it. Hard, Jeff.
Mark Nichols.
It's the back.
Oh, how nice is that? And that stuff's at the back. And as you look, oh, it's close.
It is too.
Really
Yeah.
close.
Ça peut changer. Ça change quoi dans le cadre? Ah, ça change rien dans le cadre. Qu'est-ce qu'on joue pareil?
Bad break there.
Tu sais, lui, il peut descendre, il veut.
Another blank between Newfoundland
back.
or between
All right.
Manitoba and British Columbia, so it remains 2-0 BC
Il n'y a pas d'autre option, je pense. Sinon, come around. Out turn.
Passé.
as they play
Ouais,
in the
c'est parce qu'on
4th.
sait même pas s'il est shot. Prêt-tu le nez?
Je pense que oui, qu'elle passe là, right?
Yeah.
Ah, même weight.
Territories, Northern Ontario, Kathy. It's been a rough start for Jamie Cooey. 2 with last rock for Brad Jacobs, then a steal of 3 as we play the last in 3.
And he's facing 2. He tried to freeze on his first one. It did not get on top, and that allowed Brad Jacobs to lie 2. But there's his 1 back.
So on the board and down 5-1.
Whoa!
Martin Kret. And this one will stuff at the back. And now they are shot rock, Newfoundland, Labrador. And they do have last rock here in 3.
We could somehow get here. It'd be nice.
You ever think we could curl enough to get to here?
To here?
I think they might leave this alone. Sure, I'll just draw for 2 somewhere.
Yeah, it's getting pretty scary to play with it.
Trying to sliver under.
If you get through the hole, I can't play an out turn through there.
Well, might.
Let's try it.
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
He's been reading the stats also.
This is probably going to be pretty similar broom to
Brad doesn't miss a thing, and he's looking at the stats too with all the
Probably
out
the same
turns.
line that Brett took, hey?
Yeah.
Wider.
Yeah, this is a little wider, the furthest they've been out.
Slid really good.
This is what Quebec could have done in the previous shot. They were shot rock. They could have gone right around.
Okay.
It is a guess, though.
A little bit early, Brett. Line's good. Go as soon as I can.
Yeah, no,
Puppy.
go
Mark
for line,
Nichols.
go for
You got
line, go
room?
for line.
Weight's good enough. Line's fine. You got room.
Are you trying to wrap it around or
Copy.
can you
Stay
get
down,
in
Brett.
so maybe it takes a run back away as well?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, if you can get that much curl, exactly.
Whoa. Good shot, Mark.
They'll get to the top 8 and they will sit the 2, but the run backs are still there.
Yeah, I think sitting 2 is pretty good.
Good shot.
They weren't certain, and they were going to be a little bit careful on the ice. You didn't want to ever wreck on the guard.
Hair on the inside, try to run it back and maybe get them all. Tough.
Je peux enlever une copule.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's made a habit of the big shot to keep his team alive.
Whoa!
Coming in with the record of 3-4. Jean-Michel Menard, Eric Sylvain, catch it, and he'll again.
Come on.
Jam it at the back as he put it right through the hole.
Oh, that was hard to do. Really bad luck to dead jam it.
Incroyable ce bout-là. Voyons donc. Joke.
Four jams this end already.
Why?
One of them. I don't see 3 here now.
It's not stupid.
No, I don't.
Well, it is if you get it to here.
Just gotta.
And then he does this.
Best chance to get 2.
Yeah, this is the best chance to get 2.
Okay. Full 4.
Middle of the
Really
12.
good.
Okay.
Most teams do start looking for their 3, and that's when they end up setting something up and getting forced to 1. So Brad knows, just get your deuce set up for that.
Full 4. Like just full 4, Brett.
Well, we said before, Russ, you can't get them all back at once.
Right.
If it presents itself and it becomes a gift, you take it. But he'd probably be very happy with 2 the way it started.
Yeah, 10 end games. You got lots of time to be patient.
Nice and keen.
New Brunswick with a 3-0 lead. Mike Kennedy got 1 with the last rock, then stole 2 on a heavy draw by Adam Casey, and another one here for Casey.
Well, this is the 4s. It is the hit against 2. He could have drawn, but he's electing the quiet weight hit, and there is your single.
Add a little.
Easy.
I think it's there.
Okay.
Close, Brett.
T.
Line
over.
over.
Clean it.
T-line.
Line's good.
Top button.
Line's good. T.
Brad Gushue, his first.
Line's
Top
good.
button.
Whoa. Whoa. Line's good. Jeff's in.
No.
T. Splitting T.
We're not there.
No, that's T. This top 4. Full 4. Go. Go, 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 go.
And to top 4.
That's pretty good.
Just bites top button.
Good shot, I think.
I
Pretty
give
good,
it a thin triple, but
Very nice shot.
Jeff's in.
That was a small party negotiated
No,
there.
that's T. This top 4. Full 4. Go.
I think he's only got a double.
Okay. That's pretty good. Let's go.
Could you ever slash this stone across the top and maybe touch them all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You could. I just get the one that Brad just threw.
Okay.
Don't see an angle for 3.
Already. Final stone, Jean-Michel Menard.
Whoa! Whoa!
Called right off, Sylvain. Philippe Menard, angle it back. Oh, and he's going to get 2 of them. Took the brushes right out of it.
Good shot.
Oui, sauve les dommages.
Oh, ça fait.
I don't mind you going a bit early, Brett, if it's close.
Okay.
Chance to get a couple back.
Easy, Brett.
Brad
Whoa,
Gushue.
whoa. Line's fine.
A little less. Looks like it's running.
Whoa! Jeff!
Weight's
Go
good.
a bit,
Jeff, go!
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Line's good.
Get off that guard.
It's good.
And to the back 4 for 2. Newfoundland Labrador. Quebec leads it. They'll have last rock when we come back. With the canal closed now, the Beavertail stands are back down in Byward Market. They are wonderful. Stream the best of TV all in one place. It's called Crave TV, now available to everybody. Start your 1-month trial. Little pastry, cinnamon, sugar, dough. Great. It was all set up, the deuce, by the first for Brad Gushue.
Well, I really like this call because he could have gotten aggressive and tried to play to set up for 3, but really talked about it and said 2 is good, and this is what they did.
Go, 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 go. Okay.
Then those number of runbacks, of course, that were missed by Jean-Michel Menard led the 2. Tee shot brought to you by Scotty's, the tissue for any issue. So here we go to the fourth. And Quebec still leads at 3-2, and they once again will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones. Jeff Walker.
Mine's better. Don't need to finish, if anything.
All there.
Just Brett.
Pass that.
Just Brett.
A little short of your feet.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
gonna be close to your feet.
No, no. Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right, good judge. Right.
Full 8. Full 8.
Top 8. Walk off top.
You can't quite see it, but Quebec came deep on the very first one, back 12 foot. So this is a shot to try to get top and not give Newfoundland any access to get in here.
Good way.
You don't even have to be completely buried, just something that they can use.
Mine's good.
The only way you're going to beat Newfoundland is rock placement. You're right. That was a terrible first shot to get it back 8. You go top 4, top 8, double buried with hammer. You got a really good chance to break the game open. But like you say, now they've only got 1, and it's not in a great spot either.
Good shot.
Brad's just going to ignore everything. That's really a guard. There's now 3 guards and 1 at the back. Couldn't set it up
4 feet forward.
better after 4 stones.
Yeah, I like this. Let him go over there.
Okay, Brett.
It's okay, speed here.
This is similar to the draw the button back, right?
Yeah.
This is where you at?
No, this is.
They talked about going out turn, which is the more natural shot here, but nobody's played it, so they're going to leave it alone. Use the turn they know.
Say a shade light.
Mine's good.
Top 8, top 4.
Yeah, top 4.
Line's good.
T.
I don't think it's that much.
Line's a little tight.
Mine's good.
Top 4.
Mine's good.
T-line.
Mark. Easy. Come on, Mark.
Yeah, hard,
Just
Mark.
behind T.
Hard, you gotta go.
Gotta go hard,
Back
Mark.
Keep her going, it's curving.
Come on, Mark. Hard. Stay on it. Whoa, hard.
Whoa.
Good shot.
Beauty. Good judge.
Judge?
That's a good shot.
Well, this side could be a little slower. There's obviously some practice time here, but not as many so far, any reps so far in the first 3 ends.
Menard.
Hein? Ben là, ils vont remettre une autre là. Ça te prend 2 shots, toi.
OK. Moi, je
OK,
pile
on peut
en avant.
l'essayer.
Yeah.
This is one of the strategy changes that Quebec talked about, that they were going to look for bailing earlier. One thing they didn't do quite a few years at the Brier, so probably something they've talked about. Somebody on the team has got to watch for when they should open it up.
Hurry!
Oh, just missed that back one.
You make that draw again?
You can see the problem, the 2 Quebec Yellowstones, the one at the back's useless and the one at the top's hurting them.
Good.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you want to keep a piece open, don't you? Too crazy.
Just right on it.
Same weight.
Brett Gallant.
Mine's good.
His father, Peter, is a former Canadian mixed champion out of Prince Edward Island. And Peter's taken up a coaching spot in Korea as they get ready for the Olympics, hosting in 2018.
Go around it.
He was coaching this team for many years,
Gotta go.
but they've called on a familiar face in Jules Oucher. And there's Jules. Nice to see him again. 4 Briers. He coached Kevin Martin. And it was Kevin. It was when Brad was the alternate for Kevin at the 13 trials that they got to know Jules. And they said, hey, you know, come on in. Bring your, I guess particularly your knowledge of rock, Cheryl. They wanted to use that, pick his brain on that.
Yeah, and I think Brad and Jules, they spent so much time together. His 5th and coach on the bench, got to know each other, and that's what he recognized that he would bring to this team, is rock knowledge. And I talked to Jules earlier today, and he said he's also helping them with time management, a bunch of different things here. Great wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, he said I could, after all my years with Kevin, I could tell Kevin if he threw a bad stone. I'm not at that point with Brad as we drop in on this game. Northern Ontario and the Territories and Northern Ontario chance 2 or 3.
I think it's 3, Vic. Brad made a lovely double, very thin double on his first stone. Jamie tried to freeze, and he did, but it over-curled that little bit, and that is what looks to be third shot. So looks like full 4 for 3.
Already up 5-1 on Jamie Kuya to Yellowknife.
No bounce. Sit. Shot, Brad.
Great brush, guys.
It'll take an 8-1 lead through 4. Wow. We questioned their intensity a little bit in the early ends of the game with Ontario, but they look very good here against Jamie Cooey.
Halfway or high?
Well, leave it then.
Halfway.
Go, Jeff.
Now, Quebec finally did go around on the outturn side, and it was slower, and they came up light, and they're in some trouble here now.
Short of it.
Whoa, it's on curling. Whoa, let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. Okay, Mark. That'll do for now.
Draw weight's eluding everybody. Look at a back 8, 2 top 12.
A little tight.
2 Newfoundland Rocks back, Forge back 8. There's really hasn't been. There's 5 draws there, none of them good.
Okay.
Well, this has been a bit of a closed game. The BC opened with 2, then they've had back-to-back blanks, and 1 or 2 at the moment for Manitoba.
Manitoba line 1, and it's the zeros are a little bit smoke and mirrors, Vic. There's been some lovely doubles to reduce to a blank. Mike played a tap on his first one, didn't move the Yellowstone belonging to Jim Cotter out of the 4-foot, so Jim guarded it. He's trying to get around this way to tap it back for 3.
3, if he can sit it there in the 4-foot. Denny Neufeld. Now Matt Wozniak. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. No.
Okay.
It'll spin away, but that'll be for 2.
Tapped it for 2.
Wow,
That's still better than it was.
Wow.
A little surprised at the curl. Mike McEwen.
It's
pretty good.
Jeff.
The Quebec guard has moved over a little bit here, so this is pushing Mark a little bit further out to a new path for the draw.
That's good. Room.
We can go a little.
Hard then. Go, Ken. Go, Jeff. Go,
good.
go, 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 go.
Gotta go, Vic.
Hard, Jeff. Switch if you can. Hard, you got it. Keep going. Hard. Come on, get in there, guys. Hard, go. Go. Come on, Brian.
Get in there, guys. Get in there, guys. Walker, Gallant.
That's a good shot, Mark.
Sitting 3.
Sorry, guys.
Sitting 3 without.
Yeah, 1 up with the hammer, Quebec, and they've got 4 guards on 3 Newfoundland Rocks. Not the end they envisioned.
Go, 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 go.
Well, and finally for Newfoundland, they get one above the tee, because Quebec sinks anything in there, and there's no chance.
Come on, Brett. Go. Hard. All you got. Hard. Stay on it, Brett. Stay on it. Go a little more. That's a good shot, Mark.
Seem to talk about the draw weight. It's always the second rock down is a little bit faster, and that's what's fooling them. And if a path sits for a while, it's a little stickier.
En fait, si on prend
A little bit more guessing.
Beaucoup de miracles avec un run back, c'est pour ça.
Ici, là, non?
Ouais. Le rouge, je veux dire?
Pas rouge dans la jaune, là. Dans la 8.
Ouais, mais c'est parce que... parce qu'on peut pas frapper, rouler là, tu me coupes le 4 pieds là.
Ouais. Puis là, c'est quoi, tu voudrais rentrer ici?
Ben,
Mon problème avec ce shot-là, c'est que ce bord-là, sur le weight, là, c'est difficile.
Ouais, mais même à ça, c'est la dernière à Jean-Michel, puis
Ça va
présentement,
prendre
c'est
ça,
notre
t'as
seul.
raison.
Puis tu sais, j'aime aussi bien l'essayer tout de suite.
Ouais. Parce que si on joue ça, on va rester là.
ben, c'est
Exact,
ça.
on va être dans le chemin.
Ça irait plus fort.
Hein?
Ça irait plus fort.
Tu serais plus fort.
The out-turn draw is the best way out of jail, but you better make it, and it's a little slower on that side.
Après ça, lui, il fait quoi?
T'ouvres le double, puis t'ouvres le drap.
Il frappe là.
Ouais, mais s'il fait ça, un petit push, tu veux dire, tu vas avoir un double.
carabine.
Ah, puis s'il la met là, maintenant, c'est parce qu'on n'aura plus d'accès plus nulle part. Là.
Ben, il sera pas capable de la mettre là. Il va peut-être là, peut-être qu'il va pouvoir faire...
On s'entend-tu que sans les 2 gardes, on a beaucoup plus d'options qu'avec les 2
Ah, il
gardes?
enlève les 2 gardes. Quel tour tu veux jouer ça, Martin?
Still very much wants to open it up.
Prends un bien out, moi.
Demi? Non?
2 tiers.
What a mess.
Let's go.
Easy!
Whoa.
Martin Kret
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
trying to open some things up here. Run it back. Got to get one off the center line. That'll help.
Good.
Really good. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Halfway guarding our red.
Yeah.
That's a great way of looking at it.
Halfway guarding our red.
So because of the stagger, you don't need to put the stone in front of those rocks. Cover the angle raised back. Is that right, Russ?
Yes, and in this case, a lot of yellow in there now, too. So you could, Jean-Michel could probably make the red double. That would be a lonely red one left. So guard the red, exactly.
More important than weight.
Sure.
Brad's one of the very best at making guards, which just sounds funny, but he takes tons of ice. Most people, they throw it a little lighter and it over curls early and they can't hold it. He'll take tons of ice and then they can brush it at the end to keep it alive.
Over the cups. Halfway. Whoa. No. Does not have the curl.
Whoa! It's good. Good.
Shot.
That's it, clear.
Big shot right here in this game.
That's a perfect spot, isn't it?
I think it's real good. Yeah.
High enough that
Like
we
you
can
said,
probably get the
nobody's
intern
been
tap
out
there.
here. It's a bit of a guess.
You agree?
Oh.
Ah, moi, j'ai tiré 3 quarts, molette. Et demi, donc. Oui, on faut du cap. Ouais.
New Brunswick leads PEI 3-1. And it is PEI that's sitting one top four, then that biter on the edge. So that's what's facing New Brunswick. And Mike Kennedy out of Grand Falls.
Adam Casey hit and rolled under that center guard on his final stone. So it is probably half open from the hack for Mike Kennedy, but does need to get to the face of it and tap it back quite a bit in order to get shot.
That's good. Il y a de la place.
S'en vient, yep.
That's good. That's zone.
Jean-Michel Menard, his first as we watch Mike Kennedy. Going to get it by those two? No, just rolls off.
Good.
Sits top 12. And the single for New Brunswick.
You heard Brett Gallant say halfway through the end, let's go intern and let them play with that other side, meaning he knew it was slower. And they've come up light twice there.
Yeah, if not a hair higher, Mark.
I'm just worried.
Well, yeah, you could go either turn.
Yeah, like.
But too tight, he plays the double on us, or the double bump.
It's good he rolled off. And now they have to guard it because that's pretty much what Quebec will use to raise, tap into the forefoot.
Yeah. Maybe a rock higher than that one. But it's just the line now is figuring out.
What do you think for line here, Brett?
That's my guess.
I think we haven't thrown one down this exact path in a little while. I think it's going to catch a little curl.
Through the corner here in the second.
What?
Through the corner in the second, if you're wondering for the broom.
Yeah, and
it was almost the middle of the red.
But I thought you got out to like almost edge of the four, or edge of the red rock on the forefoot, and you got out on the cup, which would be a rock wider than what we want. So I think this is really close.
I like it. I like the ice where it is.
Yeah.
A lot of teams would try to rest guard with the out turn here, but it would probably over curl. So this in turn actually is easier way to get the result with the guard.
It might be a little snowy out on the other side, too, going that wide.
Right.
What a great conversation. They talked about a corner guard that Jeff had thrown, and just to give Brad a visual of how much this is going to curl.
Talked earlier this week about the ice recovering. Quite often, we've seen now, Cheryl, where if you brush a particular path, it might take another 2 stones before that patch recovers.
Yeah, and that's what the players have been talking about quite a bit out here is, you know, have we been just down that path? Has it been sitting for a while? That makes a difference in the weight.
Finish it! Finish it! Finish it!
Perfect.
Now, what do you do, Jean-Michel Menard?
Je n'ai pas joué beaucoup de ce côté-là. Moi, j'aurais tendance à penser ça.
Là, tu vas lancer un dead tee, mettons?
Non, faut que je lance...
Back four?
Ouais.
OK.
Je parle de ça.
All I can see, Cheryl, is come down here with a heavy draw, go past the guard, past the yellow, cross this one and kick it over this way.
Yep.
If you're really good, you kick it in that way, but even if you can get it in for second shot, I think you'd be high-fiving each other.
You could try the in-turn draw to hold them to 1 point, but I think this is your only way of scoring.
Back 8!
Oh. Final stone for Quebec in big trouble. Philippe Menard. He's got to do it by himself. Now, why are they going to angle this one back? How nice is that? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
Jean-Michel Magic. And the Quebec fans brought to their feet again, facing 3. And he gets the only stone he can and angles it back for shot. So you've got 3 reds in there. Now, how are you going to get anything in? You pick the shot stone, the stone that you can raise up. How the heck does he do this?
Unbelievable. Look how close it gets to that guard. And then I thought it was heavy. And it just right now just grinds. Unbelievable. What a pick the pocket of Brad Gushue right there.
Wonderful shot. The angle raise. T-line 4 foot for shot stone. Jean-Michel Menard. Yes, it is the 2016 Tim Hortons Brier. We are in Ottawa, the arena at TD Place. As we go to 5, it's Quebec leading 4-2 over Newfoundland Labrador, and it is the team from the Valley Haley Country Club in St. John's, skipped by Brad Gushue, that will have Last Rock playing the Redstone.
Well, a much better start to this end for Quebec. Last end was really caused by deep on their first one and then short
light,
on the next one. And
then 2 other come arounds light, that's 4, and then they tried a couple run backs, nothing worked. I'm not sure they made a full shot till that last one. And 1, way to go, Skipper.
That's all you need to make.
Full 12. Go, Mark. Mark, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Even more reason to go. Hard, Mark. Hard, Mark. Hard, Mark. Hard. Go, 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 go! Good.
Oh, perfect come around. That's absolutely right behind that rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
We talk it about all the time. We've talked about it for years that how important the leads are, and I'm sure the competitive curlers all know that, but there's so many people that, yeah, right, yeah, if it, your worst curl is your lead. But just as you say, just by sliding deep and light on those first 2 shots for Quebec to open up end number 4, they were in huge trouble. Now they're in really good shape.
It's changed so much over the years with especially how the teams play. So you look at Homan and the tick shot with Lisa Weigel. You look at Dawn Askin and how Jennifer can play because of the aggressiveness and the skill of Dawn. So it is so important, and the teams realize that now.
No, it'll get here. It'll get here. Just shy of the cup. Just go ahead.
Got to curl a bit.
Yep. That's good.
Good shot, Brad.
Good weight.
Whoa!
I'm tight. All right, Mark.
Shot. Go. Good shot.
C'est quasiment dangereux, brosser.
I don't think this is sliding, but if anything, right?
Okay.
I think one disadvantage Quebec has is because they haven't played a lot this year, so many teams have been working on the directional sweeping. Gushue is a perfect example of a team that's been working on it since last year at the end of the tour, and that's where we've seen a big difference is in the sweeping and what they can make the rocks do.
Yep, gotta go. Hard! Hard!
Hard, gotta be tighter. Come on!
Jeff, get in there a bit. Get in there a bit, Jeff. Go, 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 go. That's too high.
Yeah, that's a long one, and we're right behind the sheet. That's about half open, but more importantly,
Not judging them at all.
time to make it curl past that long guard.
It's hard to judge.
Yeah. C'est bon un peu par idéal. Ouais, un hack plus. Okay. Le nez sur le cadre, c'est parce que lui, il a le double en avant. S'il fait le double, il va rester stické en arrière de son corner guard.
Just on the edge of the line where I think they've been out to, so it could be a new path.
Probably a little slower, Cheryl.
And it may, you know, a little picky. This is where we've seen them take off sometimes on some sheets when it's been in a new path. I'd be keeping the weight up a little bit. Don't underthrow it.
They're thinking peel. Oh, no, they changed their mind again. They were going to peel it. This would be a good force point here. Sit 3.
Normalement, il y en a beaucoup.
Easy, whoa! No!
Yep. Hard.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Yes! Hard. Whoa!
Pogne la roue.
Ouais.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Hein, ouais, regarde ça. Ouais, c'est l'enfer.
Couple of scores to update the territories. Jamie Cooey with a single in 5. They go to the break down to Northern Ontario.
I don't think we can do it at all, to be honest, Mark.
And a blank, a third of the game.
He goes there.
And Manitoba, BC tied at 2 going to the break.
Yeah. What kind of weight do you want? Here?
Yeah.
Peel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Easy.
Whoa.
Jeff,
go. What are you doing? Sorry, Mark.
Just jumped it out of Mark's hand, and those two big guys jump on a stone, and they just couldn't get it back again.
Oh, wait.
Well, it's so true now, isn't it? With the direction, you can actually be more detrimental than helpful.
Double, c'est à peu près 1-8. Tu peux faire ça, par exemple. Ouais, mais le run back il va être pas mal facile après, là. Peel.
Il veut piler.
Moi, j'aime le peel.
All right.
Let's go.
Interesting. It's a low-risk decision, but it might allow Brad to blank the end now.
Yep.
Oh.
It's hard to know what to do. You sit 3 somewhere, and Mark Nickel rolls right behind that guard, and you'd be wishing you did peel it.
Yeah, corner guard, and really their own yellow was kind of a second guard there. Probably not a bad call. I liked it. And they just got out of a really messy end. Sometimes that even dictates it.
Close. Should be heavy. Heavy board. Close. Heavy board.
Brett. Whoa.
Heavy.
Whoa. Hard.
Take a shot.
Great shot.
Well done.
Shot. Yeah. Solid board. It's good, though.
Yo, buddy.
Deux tiers.
Un tiers, t'es pas pire, ouais. Faut rouler ici.
Well, they'll try and stay around roll even so that there isn't a double.
Bon.
This is where a little bit of frost sometimes helps you, because the frost creeps in from the boards in where you're not traveling and you're not wearing it down. So if this looks like it's rolling a hair too far, it could slow down for them.
Let's go. Good way! No.
Oh! Eric!
Jean-Michel Menard in his first skip stone.
Vraiment fort.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Touch it on the way by. Wow.
After that beauty.
There. You like it?
Yeah.
His didn't do much, so.
Maybe a hair wide, but I think heavier than they had iced for.
And they couldn't get it to move at
Oh,
all.
like 2 rocks kind of thing, eh?
New Brunswick with a 4-1 lead over PEI
Four and we're okay.
as they play in 5. 1 red there, 1 red there. So it's a two.
Yep. Easy.
And it's facing Adam Casey out of the Silver Fox Curling Yacht Club Summerside in the Charlottetown Curling Complex. And he'll roll it in to pick up the single to go to the break 4-2. New Brunswick at 2-5. Prince Edward Island at 1-6. Disappointing week, I think, for Adam Casey. Probably came in expecting a lot more out of himself and the team, having played an expanded tour this year with 10 events.
Good easy. Easy.
It's disappointing for them to have put that much time in and not get the results they were expecting.
Whoa. Good. Nice shot. Beauty. Think.
It's there. It's just there, right?
Exactly.
Oh, you'd have to throw an absolute missile to make that double.
Où ça? On va là.
Lui, il est plus facile.
Ouais. No, Matt. Ah,
Says it all.
Sorry, guys.
Quoi, hit and roll en dessous?
The best you can do here is hit and kind of roll beside. Doesn't put any pressure on Brad, so why not do it the other way? I like this call. Just come down, hit here, and you can roll it into that area and make him work for it.
Normal plus!
Oh! Non. Espace. Eric!
Oh, yep!
Hard Rick! Roule, Phil, roule.
Now that roll over and not in behind. So it's a hit for two. Newfoundland Labrador have a chance to tie it here before going to the break. Remember now they fell behind early 3-0. Gave up the single to Quebec in the first. Then they gave up a steal of 2 on a draw that came up light. But that's the way you get back into it. You come back with a deuce, you hold them to 1, and you score 2 yourself.
Shows some patience.
It's got something under it.
It's less.
Whoa.
It's a lot less.
Easy, Brad.
Yeah, I know it's got something under it.
Whoa,
Clean it.
Clean.
Yeah, you wonder too if it could just be the slide path wearing.
Yes.
You know, they're also sensitive to anything under the stone. There's the 2 for Newfoundland and Labrador. They've come all the way back.
Hey, good job, you didn't make it all the way over there.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, it started so well for Quebec, up 3-0, but then get 2. Give up 1, get 2. That's how we're even at 4. Jean-Michel Menard has seen the lead slip away, and he's with Quebec.
Jean-Michel, you get up very quickly in this game. Did you start to feel momentum shifting the other way in 4?
Well, actually, we felt the momentum shifting in 3. Like, we had about 3 rocks in a row that we jammed in the back and, had to make a double to concede 2. And in the 4th, it was a poor display of curling. So for all kids listening, that was not anything to do if you want to go to the Brier. Fortunately, was able to bail out and make our point.
Let's take a look at that shot, and if you could walk us through, we'll take a look down here, what you saw.
Well, actually, I thought it was only one shot. It was to tap the red rock, the yellow rock that was right next to the center line with the draw weight. My goal was just to tap it in the 4-foot and give up just 1 point, but the line was just good enough and the weight just fair enough to make our point. So that was a classic force for Brad.
So you're in a tie game now. What do you say to your team, again, about having all 4 of you focused on the same outcome?
Well, we haven't been playing very well last few ends. Like in 5th end, they played well. I missed an easy shot. So just a question of regrouping. We're tied. We have the hammer. We have 5 ends to go. So it starts from scratch.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
And as we check the numbers after 5, they're almost similar. I mean, in team percentage, 86 and 80. But Jean-Michel Menard is only at 75%. And for the back end of Newfoundland Labrador, they were both number 1 in statistics. Mark Nichols, 94. Tonight he's 85. Gushue, 92 coming in, only 83. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years. So every time Jean-Michel goes to throw, we're going to put up a disclaimer. Do not try this at home. I would have come and picked you up.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
In a 4-4 tie on this Wednesday night, we've passed the midway point of round robin play. After that deuce in 5, it'll be Quebec that has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 6. Jeff Walker, originally from Beaver Lodge, Alberta. Former Canadian World Junior Champion with Charlie Thomas.
Just added it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just added it?
Yeah. Back line.
I found that it was quite funny. He's so honest, Jean-Michel. You know, for those of you watching, don't do this at home. This is not in the manual.
What a great attitude. But it was not anywhere near the manual at one end.
Back line!
They just couldn't buy a shot.
Yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
L'espoche, à Bacurlé, c'est sûr.
Yep! Whoa!
Oh.
Martin! Martin! Good shot.
Shot. Just tack.
Hack?
Just tack.
You like that?
Yeah.
Hack.
Hack! Whoa!
Wide. Good.
It's taken him a while
Close,
to
Mark.
Mark, heavy hack. Gotta go, Mark.
to get this group together. And Brad Gushue, has tinkered with it.
Hard to get one of them. Jeff, follow through.
You think about the likes of Chris Schilly, who's now with the Territories. He played with him for a couple of years, went to Newfoundland to play. And Ryan Fry had Adam Casey as well.
Right.
But this group now, he believes is the best, gives him the best chance at winning the championship.
No question. I think it's an incredible team, and they just seem to be getting better. Brett Gallant's put on 40 pounds of muscle. He's put on. It's unbelievable. And Jeff's always been a strong young guy, and Mark Nichols might be stronger than all of them. It's unbelievable the work ethic of this team.
Back out.
Uh-oh.
T'es freeze.
On peut taper, man.
Oh, laisse-la, il va tout seul.
Ah, il va tout seul, Mark.
Arrête, Martin.
Yeah, this is what, you get an error out of Newfoundland, and that's when you really need to bear down and capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Same weight, heavy hack?
Yep.
Okay, Brett. Heavy hack?
Yeah. You were heavy hack, so if you want the same, yeah.
I think the trick sometimes with getting a team together that
Same
you
way.
can work together and build such a good team is just finding 4 people that are even on the same page in life too.
Yeah.
That's always the trick. Probably harder for women than it is for men with families and babies. And
Hard, Mark. Whoa. Good shot.
Nice shot.
You have to stay aggressive here if you're Quebec. You're not making many shots, so it's so easy to kind of
A fraction more weight on that?
rein it back in and simplify the game. But the only way they're going to win this one is to stop Gushue from making shots.
Let's go, Ricky boy.
Go right after him here.
Oh, let's go.
It's tough, isn't it, Cheryl? You know, John, Michelle's sitting there going, we played 3 really bad ends. But how do you beat a world-class team like Gushue if you don't apply some pressure?
British Columbia, final stones on the way for Jim Connor. It looks like the stone-biting top button belonging to Mike McEwen is sharp.
I do believe so, but it's very, very close. Mike McEwen was coming down to that stone. That yellow stone that is arguably second shot was thrown by Jim Cotter on his first, and very reminiscent of the fourth end where Mike was surprised by how much it curls. So too is this. This is that end sheet, and it is starting to really feel the heat coming off the crowd.
It appears it's going to be one.
One for BC.
Thank you very much. So jump the gun on that. 1 for BC. 3-2.
That's the shot that Quebec was looking for. Get it. It's not quite underneath cover, but forces Mark to a toughie.
Back 4.
No. Brett. Brett, hard.
We threw a back button.
Hard for line, Brett.
More than that, I think.
Back button.
Line's terrible. Go, Brett. Go. Go. Get something out of it. Go hard. Hard. Okay.
And there's that slight miss by creating a tough shot. You can get to the inside now. You got one frozen.
It's just really all weight. The line would have been good with the proper weight.
I think this is makeable, Cheryl.
Yeah, you've got 3/4 of it, and then with the sweeping, if they can get just to nose, just don't overthrow it.
Eric Silvan going against that grain, trying to hold the line. Here comes the guard. Oh, he did well. Did very well. Gets across the nose. Pushes it back for, it is Newfoundland Labrador who are the shot rock at the moment.
I thought they were on the guard halfway down. That was some pretty incredible brushing.
2 feet more speed, it would be brilliant.
See that or... Yeah. That could end up real ugly if we hit it wrong. You ever hit it into here, it's might leave all 3 yellows in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could just slide off this and get into here, it'd be pretty darn good.
The same weight?
Yeah.
Similar.
Just probably back 4 weight and chisel off that.
If we get there cold, we're probably okay.
If we get there cold, it's okay. It's just he does that, and then he'll probably do it again. And
Wait.
no more.
Yeah, he went on it most of the way, so.
Good point.
It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. The run back would be the best result. You could make the run back
wide
double.
On the last one, or was it
Get rid
just
of
the weight?
all 3 yellow.
Okay.
But you could also hit the yellow onto the red and probably get rid of all the reds.
Yeah, the risk. So they've decided just to go with a little soft tap and roll into the button on top of the yellow.
Mark just played it.
Got a little
Line's
less.
a little tighter on this one.
Top 4. Hard.
A little bit, Jeff.
Top 4.
Line's good. Easy,
Hard.
easy.
T.
Hard.
Mark Nichols.
Hard.
Hard, Jeff.
Top
Hard
4.
for line.
Jeff Walker.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Really gotta go.
Down
Gotta
to
go,
land
Jeff.
as well.
Hard,
This is
Jeff.
all about the
Jeff.
carry
Stay
for them now.
hard. Hard.
They'd love to just get across the nose a little bit, carry it. Oh,
I think
what
you were-
an absolute honey. It slips a little bit deep, got into the crotch, but they look to be sitting the 2.
Maybe by or maybe this. If it was going to graze, it would have been like mine in the 4th, I think. But it's your call.
Moved it.
Definitely moved it.
Did they touch something here?
Yeah, I think they touched this yellow before the red went by, I believe.
Yeah, just a bit. Yes.
Which maybe it wouldn't have got by.
Yes.
Make sure the time isn't running.
We replay the shot,
Pas voir d'autre chose que ça.
with this angle.
Is it possible? Jean-Michel is asking for
Ah, mais t'as
our production help.
Il a accroché une pierre, je pense. Brett,
He touched this one as it was coming in.
Bobbed or not, so. Seeing the shot with this angle would be great again. Oh, this one.
It moves
So here we
slightly.
go.
It's just
Here
whether
we
it
go.
would have got by.
Have a look.
So he's about, what, a quarter of an inch?
You can see there, like he moved at a quarter of an inch. Let's see how much he gets by.
Oh, it didn't make a difference.
Can't hard to take
Nice,
it,
Jeff.
so.
Nice,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh, it's Brett's front guy.
Jeff's in the way.
I saw it. I saw it. It's Brett.
Yeah.
What's that? Okay.
I definitely hit it.
No, that's.
Quand il aurait passé.
Yeah,
It's just
it moved a millimeter.
yeah, it's just whether it got
A
by or not.
millimeter.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we're wondering is if it would have hit.
Jean-Michel's waving them off.
Well, Philippe came up and said it moved it a
Did you want to
millimeter.
move the yellow one back at all?
No, I'm going to push it now.
Okay.
Well done, fellas.
I was hoping you move it back. I was hoping you move it back. Back.
Yeah, well, he's not that silly. He's not moving it back.
In all fairness, I think it might have rubbed, but it would have rolled to the right-hand side of the Tim Horton logo, which would have been virtually just as good for Brad Gushue. So I don't think it changes much. Would have just smudged it and rolled kind of corner frozen. Would have been just as tough a shot for Quebec here.
Back 12.
Faut que tu passes serré. Back 8, back 12, ouais.
OK. All right. Back 8, back 12.
Cette traque-là, elle devrait pas.
Elle devrait être pas
coller.
si mal.
Parle de ça.
Une gosse de plus que l'autre.
Get almost to the nose here with a little bit of speed. That's asking a lot, but even if you could just unhook that one that was just thrown by Mark Nichols.
This is close to the same path that Jean-Michel played his tap for the force.
Martin Crête.
Whoa! Whoa! Eric! Eric! Hard
Sylvain.
Backline, room one. Hack quasiment.
Angle it back, and he's going to punch it. Just went into that crotch. And so Quebec is sitting one.
Ça fait.
And they do have last rock here in 6.
Oh, they kind of unlocked the back red, yellow a little bit, which I think helps.
Over that outturn for sure.
Want to try to just be completely buried, hey?
Yeah,
If you
just-
Quebec could
just
take
to
two
take
shots
this
in a
away.
row, they could hammer that yellow and all the reds go.
Exactly.
But it doesn't
Top
work that
of the
way in
floor,
curling.
frozen on the inside.
Brad's going to try to get to the inside here.
Nice jam.
All right, where are we going here?
Top 4.
Okay.
Splitting center line, like frozen to theirs on the inside. Like completely buried behind ours is ideal.
It's a bit 2 feet faster.
Oh, it's faster now? Okay. Maybe a little bit less, Mark.
Back
good.
4.
Close.
Back 4.
Yep.
Yes! Hard line!
Hard, it's really curling.
It's only top 12.
No. Grab something. Hard, stay on it, stay on it. Hard.
They want to guard this raise.
Hard.
Bounce it, bounce
Hard.
Wasn't this the same place where he came up light in the second? Gave up the deuce?
Yeah,
Yeah, same
Okay.
turn.
wrecked on the top 4-foot stone.
Well, we talked about Brad Gushue thinking this is his best chance at winning a national championship. In 2007 in Hamilton was Gushue, Nichols, Schilly, and Korab. Of course, coming off the gold medal performance in Pinerolo. And so Schilly taking your spot, basically, on that gold medal winning team as they lost to Glenn Howard, Richard Hart, Brent Lang, and Craig Salley.
C'est ça.
Si on joue dans le bac, nous, c'est trop de bonheur.
On sait pas c'est quoi qui va arriver avec les angles.
Well, Newfoundland got all they could out of that. They actually, by chipping off, guarded anything that they had on the right-hand side of the sheet for Quebec.
Yeah, you're right, Cheryl. If that red one, even though he missed it, it took away this shot because you could have hammered that. That went. This would go for sure, and you'd sit 5. So now you've got a chance to get in there, but it's not simple. Somewhere in that area, try to keep it as high as you can. You put it right there. You don't really want to kiss off it and roll into there because that would give Brad a pocket.
Je pense que c'est la même glace. All right.
I think short probably scores you your single, and you can worry about your 2 later. Or do you try to get right in there, Cheryl? Freeze right on the corner of your own would be perfect.
This might be your only chance. Get in there now.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get same place we were on the inside.
Now this side has been slower for sure. Quebec was light, 6 feet, 7 feet light twice, 2 ends ago.
That's good. Easy. Yep. That's good. Whoa. That's out there, boys.
Hello.
That's good. Yep. Yep.
Hello.
Whoa, show it.
Hello.
Show it.
Hello.
Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Whoa, ça a de la force.
Un peu up, un peu
Ça a de la
up.
force.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You could ever bump it.
Overbrushed it. Good shot, but could be disastrous.
Brad can follow it down.
Ben ouais, c'est un bon guess, là. C'était mieux que l'autre.
Can't blame him. Everything's died on this side, but 3 licks of the broom lighter, and Brad can't score now. I think he can actually freeze to the. He might be able to get shot.
If he taps it a little bit, I think he can.
Can you actually get it to there and be shot? That's the hard part. Mark's looking at it
What do you
now.
equate that to? Close to hack?
I was going to say I got a full second slower. Where do you think that would have went? Back 4?
No, not well. Pretty.
It just
yeah.
so back button.
Okay, that's
Whereas
close. I
pitching on
think
this side
I
is
think if
58
Brad hits it right on the B, the 1 rock on the B without touching the 3 rock,
Just tap it a little
Yeah.
bit like back button. Wait.
it'll crease off that back red. But if he high sides it, obviously, if he hits it on the left, it doesn't go anywhere. Now they're talking about a full second slower here.
It's good.
Yep, yep,
Yep,
yep.
it's the final
yep.
stone for Brad
Yep.
Gushue.
Went right away, hard.
Yeah.
And right away.
Hard, Brad. Really hard, Brad.
Take a land. Really hard because their center line guards are coming up. Now Walker there too with the carry. Trying to drag this down. Got to get it by first, fellas. Get it by first, fellas.
Stay down.
Now stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Move it back. Oh, not enough. Not enough. One for sure sitting Quebec. They still have 1 to throw.
Je pense qu'on est rien qu'une shot. Je pense qu'il est deuxième.
And they think it's 2. They think it's 2. Really?
Ouais, juste le PL ici.
Faut faire attention, pas sortir
Yeah,
le
that's
temps.
a little dangerous too. You
Dès que je
could
vais
kick your
PL ici, d'après moi, on va tomber
shot
shot
rock
pareil,
a
même
little
si le shot
sideways.
But if you're only laying 1, then you really can't hurt yourself. You might be able to tap it.
Yeah, I don't think you might be tap it far enough to take away your shot rock, but the one you're tapping will be
Will
shot.
be shot.
On va vouloir rentrer dedans.
I'd just really make sure you weren't laying 2.
Ouais, je pense qu'on peut l'essayer. Yeah.
Passe large.
Now from that angle up above, if you look at the back of the stones,
Parce qu'à mon avis, elle va bouncer avec la 7.
the yellow on the
Oh,
right
peut-être
that
même
Jean-Michel
nous
is looking at right now, look at the how much red is showing.
C'est plus facile à caler si on bounce un peu.
From that angle, it would seem that maybe the red is second shot at the top.
Tu vas frapper là. Chapeau.
Yeah, just play draw weight here, and I don't think you can hurt yourself.
Just have to scooch it over.
T-line. T-line.
T-line.
3 quarts, tu fais la T-line facile.
Ouais.
C'est rapide, là.
OK. J'ai lancé 9, là.
Oui.
OK.
Un petit peu là.
Non.
Dis que c'est là.
Non.
On est où?
T-line! Fais tête down!
Yes! Yes!
Sylvain
Henrik!
and Menard.
Yes!
They just need to touch that Yellowstone T-line 4-foot. Get it by the top one first. Uh-oh, 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 don't want to hurt themselves. Oh, no.
Now it's close.
Yeah, now it's very close.
Did we get any more thinning heads in there? I think it worked for him. I think he got it.
I think this one's shot.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to measure all 3, though. Can we measure all 3?
Looks like 2 to me, but Christ.
Measure.
You can get a stick in there.
Yeah, they can, and so that's the umpire. And
What is it?
Looks too yellow.
I think it's 2.
I don't.
From the camera.
Oh, that one went like.
It's the same spot Brad's really went too.
Went big time too.
They touched the red just a little bit sideways when they.
These two were close.
Yeah. I don't think from over the top, it looks like 1 to me, but real close.
Between all three now.
You're
from over the top. I think it's 1.
That's a pretty precise sport here with
I think we got this one. Yeah.
3 rocks right on the pin.
have fun. Careful. Careful.
There's no pressure on the umpire at all at this moment.
Measure the red first.
So just past the 1.
Just.
Yeah,
Just
un petit peu après le 1.
Yeah.
Ça la touchera pas.
No. Yeah, red's closer. And to this one, no doubt. So it's just the 1.
1. Yeah. One yellow. Yeah.
Come on now.
Woo. Yeah. You did that on.
Angle it back, move the red, far enough. Yes, you got him. Count them up.
We're experienced. We know what we have to do to win this, and you know, it's just about setting out to do that now.
The always excited in-off, bang the red, move it in, fill it up, move the red enough. What a shot from Kevin Gushue.
You're still going to have to make some big shots here and there, you know, especially when there's so many good teams, so many good skips. But hey, it can't hurt if your team's playing great in front of you.
That's the matchup when Kathy and David join you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Pat Simmons against Kevin Gushue, trying to keep themselves in the race. A little more wiggle room for Mr. Gushue, but Simmons at this 4 losses, the defending champion. It's a Hall of Fame, Curling Hall of Fame evening here in Ottawa. We want to congratulate Pierre Charette, who is coaching Quebec here, but not on the bench tonight. Those 2 silver medals with Guy Hemmings, of course, at the Brier. Ina Forrest, one of the best wheelchair curlers ever. 2 Olympic, Paralympic golds. Earl Morris, of course, for those appearances, 3 different provinces at the Brier, but all that coaching he has done. Daryl Neighbor, also Canadian Olympic gold medal winner in Paralympics, and then Bob Weeks of TSN for his tremendous curling journalism. So congratulations to all the inductees into the Canadian Curling Hall of Fame. After that measurement, 5-4, and it's over on sheet A, and Northern Ontario with the win. 9-2 over Jamie Gushue of Yellowknife have clinched a playoff spot. They have won 8 in a row. We welcome you back on this Wednesday evening, draw 13, Tim Hortons Brier. And so with that single, Quebec takes a 5-4 lead. Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, boys.
Still good.
Want to keep it higher than this.
Want to be higher than the other one.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Brett's or Jeff's.
Yeah, it's leading slider right,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Jeff made a really nice soft tap behind the center guard and created that mistake. They missed the run, and now an opportunity to lay 2.
Say it's there.
Okay. Stay close.
Line's good.
Don't want to yet.
Top 4.
Where is it?
T line.
We're even with the other one right now. Take it deep.
Line's good.
Oh, we're there.
Back here, guys.
We are.
Back 8. I think we're there. Well, Mark, it looks like you're here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, skate.
Yikes.
Whoa, sit down.
Sit.
Go, Jim. Go, go, go,
I think you're
Jim.
slowing it down.
Brad wasn't being mean there. You see the white streak.
Too bad we don't have any
In some ways you are. When you get to the fine edges of the sheet, you're stirring that frost up and probably slowing the rock down.
Go.
He wasn't calling him a lousy sweeper.
Yeah. The nerve.
Good way.
Close.
Whoa. Oh, easy. Laisse la partir.
Martin. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Philippe. 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 Phil. 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 Phil.
Oh, sac, ça. Colle donc.
Monte.
Been a while since we've watched Manitoba and British Columbia and BC with that single and 6 to take the 3-2 lead, but Manitoba sitting 1 and 2. Space, room to get in there for a third?
Oh, there is for sure, and some really good shots this end by Manitoba, including a double after a long time out in which Jonathan Meade gave them their advice. Jim Cotter tried to get the roll under on his final shot, and it did not roll enough. So as you say, Vic, it is already 2. Draw to the 4-foot for 3.
Line looks good. Line's good, guys. Line's good, Denny. You can stay down.
At Wozniak, Denny Neufeld, the front end.
Stay down, you've probably got the button.
PJ Neufeld calling line. Mike McEwen, first Brier appearance for this team from the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, and that is for 3.
Great, Ed. 3 red. Great, Ed.
Pass the edge of the top.
The sheet next door is empty, of course, with Northern Ontario's win over the Territories.
Chill away, boys.
Easy.
Martin Crête.
Easy, ça de là.
Top 4.
Non. Oh.
Il va, là. Non, on peut pas.
Oh.
On peut pas.
OK, Rick.
On peut pas. C'est bon.
Il a perdu sa poignée. Gallon, il a perdu sa poignée.
Believe we're shot.
Yeah, I agree
You
with
like
you.
this at all?
Not really. I'm wondering, it looks like it might jam.
If you touch that, it probably goes in here.
Okay. Little bump. This is what else are we going to do,
What
right?
else do you like?
What's that?
You like it? What else do you like?
I think you have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't a lot, even though Quebec didn't
Like
get
here?
shot. It's in the way, and they can't really do much with it.
Oh, we're running?
Yeah.
Well, I thought he meant come around and tap it.
No, running it.
I don't
trying
mind
to
it.
do Everything jams. I like it.
Okay. You like
Get
this?
this just right, Red.
I thought you liked it.
Okay, good.
Mark
not
hasn't
sure.
said a thing, and they keep saying to Mark,
This is a
"Well, what
shot.
Just normal,
what do you
Brad.
like? What do you like?" And he just wants to throw something.
Well, to be quite honest, the calls changed 2 or 3
Yeah,
times.
yeah. And Mark's been in on all 3, just
Yeah,
but
it's
with
good.
a silent
Just normal.
vote.
Quiet, normal.
Quiet.
So running it back.
This is the best result if you can make it.
Jeff Walker, have you got the line now? Run it back. Oh boy, they'll catch their own, and
We're
it
getting some
spills.
serious bad breaks this game.
A lot of just ever so slight over curls. Look how close this is at chipping that yellow one out.
That's a tough one. Good throw.
You see, right at the hog line, I went, oh no.
That's sort of right when the weight came out of it a little bit. And still.
That's a great point right there from Jeff. Maybe they aren't over curling because of the ice. They're just slowing down enough because of the frost, and then therefore they will curl that hair more.
That's good, boys. Ça glisse encore super
You're
bien.
trying to phone or throw like a normal, and when it gets to the far end, it's like board weight.
It's not.
Makes all the difference.
Yep, real hard. Whoa. Yep.
Hard, amène là. Amène là.
Run back to it.
Yeah.
Or we try to stick it there.
You can do it. Yeah. You want the same weight?
Whatever you like. Do you want a little more or not?
No, give me the same. We know what it does.
Went to school on the first one. There's the key. You know, Mark threw it well, so they got a good read off of it. It was just a matter of the changing the ice.
Clean.
Same.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Low. Yes. Low.
One more
No.
time.
Whoa.
Sit.
A little jam at the back. And then the raised rock spills out into the open.
There's been about 15 jams in this game.
Quel way?
Petit bomb de rien.
It's bomb?
Ouais.
Sure.
We're unlucky again to lose one of their own to start with, but Mark just rolled enough.
Pretty unlucky.
Jean-Michel can roll in
Very
behind.
unlucky. Just came up a little bit at the end.
La traque est vite, elle devrait pas coller. Là. Let's go. La traque est belle, là.
OK.
Bumper!
Oh! Oh, Phil!
Close! Yes! Yes!
Philippe Menard
Go on!
has picked up his brother.
No roll. No roll.
And look at this roll. And underneath.
Very nice.
New Brunswick up by 3. And boy, lots of pressure on PEI again.
Yeah, he does face 2. Mike Kennedy made a nice double on his final stone, and that's why it is 2 that faces Adam Casey. Now sporting a hat, hoping for a change of face. It's all about the fashion, Victor.
It is. The rally caps are on.
Never off. Never off.
Uh-oh. Now that's another indication. The house is not quite as lively. So that settles 5-3. It was a big game, too, for these two particular provinces. Prince Edward Island at 1-6, the same as the Territories coming in at 1-6 as they try to avoid relegation. There's one more year of relegation.
A lot of pressure for that.
Just rolled a hair too far for Quebec and gives Brad Gushue a chance to
Back 8.
sneak around it and sit second shot. Maybe even shot.
Lots of room.
Back 8.
A mile of room.
We're right to the back one.
Freeze the back.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Freeze
Jeff,
the back one's
Jeff,
pretty good.
Jeff.
How's the weight?
Keep going, Jeff. Keep going, Jeff.
You can go a little.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
And coming right down to the back one. So they sit there for, it appears, second shot.
I don't know for a second shot, though. I don't think it is.
It's very important who's second shot here because you put this in the wrong spot, give Brad a double for 2, or
T-line.
they must think they're sitting 2.
Ça traque-là, ouais, 3/4.
It's close.
Okay.
Prends-lui la ligne.
Oui.
Line's good. Line's good. T-line.
Non, je pense qu'elle est encore bonne.
Il y a de la place.
He's trying to
Éric
even them
Premier.
up.
Il y a un top de place. Wow.
Pesant, très pesant.
Wow.
Fort. Très pesant. C'est fort.
Close, Phil. Wow.
Je suis là.
OK. Reste là.
And down and sits on the corner.
See.
Sport.
Everybody seems to be getting caught in that one spot to the wings. It's sliding pretty good. There's been quite a few deep.
We noticed that in the Ontario Northern Ontario game too. A couple went right through and
Tu
then
voulais l'enlever ou?
inside
Tu
out.
voulais jouer tes cartes?
Pas rapport.
Non. Bon, tout à l'heure, c'est quoi? Et demi?
3/4. Okay,
My preference. I mean, I don't. Here.
Mine slid. That slid pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Did. Same as drawing the button.
Yeah. Pretty close to it. Yeah. Got the exact same weight.
I got a little.
Hold
less.
in.
I got a little less.
You're not on this.
Well, we got to play to it.
Jeff, back 4. Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff, you got to go. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
Come on.
Okay.
That'll be for the single.
Nice.
We're all tied again. Watching it all here so you can watch it at home. Our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier from Ottawa on a Wednesday night, draw 13. The single ties it at 5, Newfoundland Labrador. So we go to the 8th in Quebec. We'll once again have last rock. Jean-Michel Menard and his Quebec champions from the Etchemin Curling Club in Lévis, across the river from Quebec City. Centerline guard goes up from Newfoundland Labrador, and then the come around by Philippe Menard just stops. Centerline, top edge of the button.
Quebec would have liked that to stop 8 foot. A lot of times this is how the Newfoundland will freeze on top of this, shut down the 4 foot, and try and force foot Quebec here.
No, line's good. You gotta go.
Real close for weight. Weight's
Line's
good.
good. Wait on weight.
Weight's
Hey,
good. Gotta go a little.
Wolf can.
Close.
Hey, line's good. Wolf can. Switch. Yeah. Oh, looks heavy. Whoa. Good judge, guys. Whoa. Okay, good.
Oh, great judging. Mark Nichols had his head down right from the get-go, and then they got off it at the very last second. Beautiful speed control.
Yeah.
Elle a court moins, je pense.
Draw weight's a little elusive here so far for both teams.
Un peu plus.
Une gosse de plus.
Un peu plus fort.
Okay.
Parle-nous de la ligne. Parle-nous de la ligne.
A pro side miss on this would be taking the guard off or rolling in off the guard.
Go, Martin. Martin! Oh boy, il défonce, il faut pas qu'il défonce.
On est pas loin de défoncer.
Okay, go. Yep, sorry.
Okay, around and around. And all the way out. And Jean-Michel Menard with the apology as Gushue had to shoulder his way in.
Slight good, eh? Similar weight to what I threw last time. That's good come around, eh?
You can't make everything, but you can get good at your misses. And you said it right. Reckon the guard. Open it up, give your skipper a shot. You want to score an 8 or at least blank.
Well, let it work then. Line's good. I think we're good.
We're
there. Line's good as long as we're not
line's
heavy.
good. Where is it?
Right to it. Little bounce.
Just a
Stay
little
close,
bounce.
clean.
Well, yeah.
Line's
there.
good.
There's a handle here.
It's really going.
Still there.
Hard.
Little bump.
Whoa. Sit. Lost his hand.
Yeah, directional brushing with a directional stone. Now, is that okay? We often talk about Cheryl putting more turn on the stone on arena ice. As we get the ice gets a little tougher here. If we are starting to get frost coming up, do you even have to put more turn on it?
You do. It's kind of the same thing as when the ice is a little flatter. You've really got to put release on it. Then that's what the frost does if it starts to creep up, is it really creates a flatter surface. And you have to put more rotation. Time to try and open it up.
Eric Sylvain, and he does just that.
Okay, Rick.
Halfway is probably pretty good.
Yeah, shoot for half. Speed to be throughout like the same relative?
Should be.
Yeah.
Just let us know the line. Once it starts curling, it could be bigger.
Hey,
I like the weight.
line's
Top of
pretty
the
good.
cup.
Tighter than half.
What's that?
Top of the cups.
Whoa.
Whoa. Line's
All
good.
line.
Last half.
High clean, Jeff.
Really?
High clean.
Whoa. Mark, you might need to go a
Broom
bit.
length.
4 feet now. Mark.
Broom length.
Whoa. We're too
Real
tight.
tight.
We're too tight. We're too tight. Go a little bit. Mark. Might as well. Okay. It's coming back anyway, so.
Yeah.
E-line, Rick.
Quel weight?
Back bouton.
9, I guess. 15.
Yeah, I was going to say it. I didn't think it was...
Back 4.
OK.
Who's back 4?
Cette traque-là, elle devrait pas accrocher trop.
Back 4, 29.
With the two reds that close together, you can get this to drag a little wee bit. They're obviously not throwing it very hard, but certainly save both yellows.
Oh.
Back line!
No! No!
Close!
Yep, Phil, c'est down.
Whoa! Whoa!
Just back 4! Good
Whoa.
way!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Philippe Menard.
Whoa, whoa! Martin!
Martin
Go,
Kret.
go, go!
Oh, shoot you. Touched it.
Uh-oh.
When did you touch it? Just here?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Got to play it, eh?
I think so.
Brad didn't think he affected it, so not worrying about the touchstone.
I just 7/8 low.
What's this going to do?
If you throw it hard enough, it won't curl.
Okay.
They actually touched
Like,
and
I
hurt
don't mind
themselves
here.
because that was going to be glued in the corner, I believe.
Just midget low.
Now the double's there.
Would have been perfect.
Boy, this hasn't got much.
Just under
Hasn't
7.
got much room, this raised rock, to get by the stone in the 4-foot.
Whoa!
Gallant.
Yeah! Whoa!
Walker.
Yeah.
And away they go. Well, they didn't even flirt with it.
Gonna miss it, I think.
Effortless power.
Well, they didn't come close.
No.
Shot.
Now you got to get some rocks moving.
Well, Gushue said, if you with enough weight, there's no curl.
Don't think you can get them all here either. I don't think that raised double gets the shot rock. It might tickle it, but
Oh!
Eric! Hard, Rick! Hard! Hard!
He'll get touch 1. Get rid of another. Still sitting 2. Newfoundland Labrador.
this all started when they played that come around, missed it the wrong way. They missed wide and heavy as opposed to fracturing on the center guard.
Manitoba up by 2, and some suggesting they're going to be sitting 2.
You are correct.
Angle double for a couple.
Yeah, he's trying to make that slash across. They called a timeout, and Pat Ryan came out to give his viewpoint. It's tight because that yellow one is so close to the red one. They're side by each.
Pat Ryan, of course, here is the 5th and coach for the BC champions. 3-time Canadian, 2-time world champion. Angle it back. Yeah, he jammed it. And it'll spin and stop as a steal for Manitoba.
Halfway.
Right there.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Oh, easy. Just
Line's good.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
It's gonna line up. Oh, disaster. No. Okay. It's too heavy.
I didn't think you were that tight.
Yeah.
Hit that red a little high side, maybe 1 o'clock. Get the yellow running back into the reds. He's certainly at one of them.
Could get them both.
Go, Mark. Make it good.
Even if you get one and stay, not too bad. Because the guards will be gone.
Yeah, and that's the key, that there's no guards. It's an unfortunate part on Martin's first.
Sylvain again. And they'll get rid of one more, but boy, that's wonderful to open it up.
Behind the corner.
Good.
I think it popped out wide side. But boy, you go back 2 stones and how much different it looks.
No kidding, and it just about put that underneath. It would have been a sneaky way to score 2.
That was a pretty sweet shot.
Now we're late enough in the game now, end at number 8, that it has to be a little frosty out here.
This is this is as frosty as it gets out here.
Yeah, I guess it's getting frosty.
Probably close to normal.
New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, chance for 2 more for the skip from Grand Falls, Mike Kennedy.
And it really is a combination of the New Brunswick team just playing very well, as we've seen them play all week, and just a struggle tonight for the KC team. Needs a bite of the 8-foot for the 2.
That's fine. Oh, wait. Normal right now.
7-3, New Brunswick. Frosty as it gets out here. And come back. Yeah, just a little bit to hang it on the edge.
You know what? Didn't come down as much as I thought it would.
No, I did throw pretty hard.
It was
though.
normal at your hand.
Yeah,
definitely normal.
It was, yeah, it felt at least normal.
Just trying to see with the frost how much it came down.
Shot.
Really good to
We're
hang on
thinking
the
normal
edge.
to get
It's
it down to board
force
at the end.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, we talked earlier in the numbers after 5 how Brad Gushue came in as the #1 skip. Well, this by far is his worst game, and it's in the draws, it's in the hits. And Michel Menard not far off it at 71%. Player numbers brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Easy. Oh. Yep. 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 Hard. Yep. Hard. Go, Nick. Go, 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 go.
Going to be able to sneak it underneath.
Shot.
Not quite.
Great effort.
Yep. Wondering from the soft to the.
Do you have enough room to throw weight here?
How much space do we have?
I'd say you got 2 inches.
I don't want to waste too much time here, Mark. It's right there for board. I'll have a look from the hack. I'm just worried about it going into the frost if it's going to really go.
Yeah, that's
I don't mind this either, right?
standard situation. If you're going from the slick stuff to the frost, as it curls to the frost, the inside of the rock will grab the frost first, in this case, as you're going to the wings. And it could pull it over a little farther. And Brad's been around long enough to know that. And so you're going to keep the weight up a little bit.
What do you think of that ice, guys?
It's good.
Just board, I like it. Just board. Should be nice and keen down here.
I think it is. We threw a couple hits this way, just inside the line. Okay, fine.
So being backed up by the front end, Jeff Walker,
Yeah,
Brett Gallant.
quiet, baby.
Yep.
That's what we saw earlier today.
Yep. Whoa.
It may look frosty.
Close.
Quiet.
You just
Whoa.
can't believe it.
Yep.
You have to
Yep.
trust
Whoa.
it.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And a little roll, yes, lovely.
Real nice.
And doesn't even look at it as he'll face the deuce with his last, and he'll need full 8. Jean-Michel Menard.
Yeah, like it was just board.
It's so scary just throwing every shot right now.
Oh, I know.
I don't know what it's going to do.
That was a really good throw.
Yeah.
Go.
That's the tough part for these athletes. So they're used to being confident. And all of a sudden, there's a bit of doubt.
We saw that even in this afternoon's draw where we saw players going to the hip when they would have drawn.
That's good.
And more times than not, the ice is fine. It's just that it just doesn't look fine.
That's good. Secure. Hard.
Oh, boy.
Oh, here. Now Eric Sylvain, Philippe Menard. And out comes Martin Kret. We've seen that this path has been really, really tough. This is a huge carry, fellas. And it's going to be a steal of 1. It led, you remember, it was a steal of 2 in the second for Quebec. It's really tough coming this way. And with that, Newfoundland Labrador take the lead. Yeah, we drove 15 minutes. I know. I said I would have come and pick you up. Well, there you go. Mark Darren, thanks very much, fellas. That's really good of you. But I won't tell you where I parked.
Right when I'm starting my running part.
Are they shooting my Tim Hortons commercial right now? What? Shooting my Tim Hortons commercial. You're in the way.
Whoa! Hit! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Shot. Thanks.
Brad's first one just curl and die. Yeah. And then Jams, as soon as Jams came over the hog line, it just went crazy.
Yeah. Great shot on your last one.
Thanks. Even your first just guessing out there, like that's
changing from hand to hand like
It's so scary just throwing every shot right now.
Oh, I know.
What it's going to do.
That's a really good throw.
Still respect that. Still appreciate that. That one skip will turn around to the other after having his pocket picked and go, nice shot. Newfoundland Labrador with a steal of 1 and 8. And so they lead at 6-5. We go to the 9th here on a Wednesday evening in Ottawa. And it'll be Quebec that has Lasrock playing the Yellowstones. Philippe Menard.
Je pense qu'elle va être forte.
Oui, t'as raison. Ça dépend de la ligne.
Parle-nous de la ligne.
Elle
commence
commence
à
à courber
curler.
beaucoup, là. Elle s'en vient bien. Elle commence à ralentir. Pogner le banc de neige bientôt.
You saw the frustration with Jean-Michel coming up so short, and I think the issue is, you know, you're playing in so many different paths, and it is a little patchy, and you're guessing every time you go to throw.
Okay. And every game slows down a little bit, but with this, you know, a little bit of frost out wider, he just didn't give it a chance.
Yep. Not heavy.
Gotta go. Really gotta go.
Hard. Whoa.
Yep. Yes, 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 yes.
Fight.
Coming back. Not this one.
Okay, my fault.
Il n'est pas dedans. Dans le coin. Same shot.
Let's go, Rick. Un petit peu plus bas, peut-être?
Oui.
Pas grave. On va l'amener.
Elle curle pas à date.
Quebec's thinking 2 here now.
Elle curle pas à date. S'en vient, elle est belle. Une chance d'amener dans le fond.
Oui.
Belle sweep, Phil. C'est beau. Sweep. Good
Shot.
sweep.
Good trench.
Same weight, a little bit more, if anything.
Shade more weight.
Same weight.
No, it's more.
Quite a bit more.
Brett Galland,
Mark.
Easy.
2009 Canadian junior champion.
Whoa, 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 come on. Go, go, go,
Oh,
go,
look
go,
at
go,
this.
go.
Can they get it there? No. Again, the houses just aren't that lively. The rocks still have a bit of spring to them, but they're just not carrying.
Exactly. That goes another foot and a half probably earlier in the game.
Yeah, it's just not coming off.
The key for both these teams is to not constantly complain about it. It's fix it. It's make that slight adjustment, and it's hard, but it's that's what whoever figures this out first.
Hard.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Whoa. Yes, yes. Whoa. Phil. Okay.
Really trying to roll away there.
Probably got to keep it up a little here, hey?
A little bit.
One good roll by Mark. It's going to be tough to score multiple points, and it looks like the blank's long gone.
Just
Mark
hack
Nichols.
right now.
Clean.
Yep. Just hack.
Hard then.
Hack.
Easy. Close. Close, Jeff. Brett. Brett. Brett.
Now, Gallant
Really got to go, Brett.
trying to
Really gotta
push
go.
it over
Brett,
that way.
go.
Now, underneath. No.
Okay. Anyway, that's good.
Go, Mark.
Yeah.
It's tough, too, because you don't want to baby it right now down the center. You'd be all over the guard. So that was a good throw by Mark. Now a chance to roll it away. Keep that deuce alive.
Whoa.
Gros act!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Phil!
Go. Nick. Whoa, whoa.
Good weight!
Yep, yep. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Martin Kretz.
Phil.
You know, Kathy, this is Brier's going to leave us with a lot of stories and disappointments for many teams. And I think British Columbia and Jim Cotter may be one of those disappointments. He's at 2-5, struggling here. and facing a couple of Manitoba Storms.
Well, and he told me before the game, you know, it's so Jim. He very much owns it. He feels that, you know, he has to take responsibility for the fact that BC has not done better. It's just not been one of those very good situations. He had the chance to come around and freeze on his first one. It came light. It was a guard, and so not very close. Mike McEwen capped off the other side. Now he has the tap to the forefoot for the single. Tough shot.
Getting better. Easy. Clean. Tight. Clean. Oh.
Oh.
And too far, and it'll be two more, and that will be Shakes as Manitoba will win it. Make the final 8-3. So they improve their record now to 6-2. British Columbia is now 2-7.
Mark Nichols just made a great run to sit shot. Now Quebec has to deal with it.
Ça garde le blanc en jeu.
Oui. Easy.
Easy.
And at the same time, New Brunswick has picked up the win. Make the final 7-4 as Mike Kennedy and the team from Grand Falls go to 3-5, and Adam Casey out of Summerside and Charlottetown now 1-7. And so this is the only game left on this Wednesday night. Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec.
Easy. Yep. Whoa.
So we play here in 9.
Yes. Whoa. 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 Yep.
Close.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Angle it back. Got it. Yes, they do. Is it going to catch the top? Yes, it does.
Oh, man.
What a great throw. Double, lays two.
Thanks.
And rolls the shooter right onto the rings.
That's quite the shot there. Yeah. I guess we do have the double there and roll.
I like this. You got a few places to roll.
Okay.
You like it?
I'm with Brent on this one. The doubles either make it or give up two. Probably this, you can roll behind the yellow, you can roll behind the red, you can even roll in the hole and make it tough. So much easier shot.
Yep.
Normal.
Yep. 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 Normal. Really hard, Jeff. Right to it, Jeff. Really hard.
Boy, Jeff Walker hasn't let up at all. Now watch this roll. And it will spin, and it will sit covered. Back 8. I don't know if they can get through that hole, or you play the yellow back.
Brad just said it best. He said, I don't know whether that's good or bad, because I think there is room, but it's not a gimme. Look, that's a small port, Vic.
Mark trying to go to the red.
It came up hard.
But the good or bad comment is if he makes it through, then how are you going to follow him?
Non, ça, s'il fait...
This is a tough shot.
I think so.
Might be tempted to play the comer on here, Cheryl.
Okay.
But you make it Julian, too.
T-line dans ce coin-là.
These seem to be the shots that he makes.
Oh, goodness. Jean-Michel Menard.
Good weight.
As he plays his first, he has last rock here in 9.
Act plus. Feel. Oh, feel. Hard feel.
Philippe Menard.
Hard.
Looking for the door. Hello. No.
Gotta go. Good.
Nose. You want to draw?
Or we try the
foul. Time out.
Time out.
Quick and wait.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Should be okay.
Quebec might have tried. Cheryl, just go right around, get your deuce that way. If Brad makes a mistake, Rex in the guard, you get 3.
Either or, right?
I don't think he's ever trying to blank, is he?
No. Well, the good thing, like, if we hit and stick, he's got to play this draw. Or do we think it's easy enough to get here? Like, if we get here, we're probably stealing most of the more than.
And we want to welcome those of you who have been watching Manitoba, British Columbia. The win for Mike McEwen to improve his record to 6-2.
My first thought was draw, but I'm.
This is the only game left on this Wednesday night of draw 13.
This is out just a little bit further.
Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard.
Yeah, I know.
It was a steal of one by Brad Gushue out of St. John's to put him in front. He leads 6-5.
Yeah.
And here in 9, it is Quebec with the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Speed here.
Newfoundland Labrador come in with a record of 6-1. One game behind in the loss column to Northern Ontario, who've already won tonight to go to 8 straight. Quebec comes in at 3-4. Coming up the final stone for Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue, who is sitting 1, half covered, back 8.
Comes right around to the top 4 foot, can make the draw really tough for Quebec.
Which is what Quebec
Stay
might
down,
have
Brad.
done to
Back
Brad.
four. I don't think it's that
Have
heavy.
they not played the
Just
hole?
stay down,
Yeah.
Brad.
It is
Doesn't look
curious
heavy.
because
Good.
Jean-Michel Menard
Perfect.
was so quick to the hack, so intent in trying to go through the hole. It's like he didn't look at anything else.
Yeah, we're all guilty of that. It's just you're sitting to the whole end. And
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That's pretty good, guys. Good work.
Good.
Just hit the 2.
A little bit slower than we thought.
As the crowd responds to the
Shoot. Another half a rock
Mike
would have
McEwen
been
Manitoba
perfect.
champions as they leave the ice. And then there are the Gushue girls.
Gushue rocks. I like that.
Rocks in the back.
Yeah.
Still another new path for Jean-Michel. He came up light last end on his draw attempt.
he might be able to come to that back one if the line's perfect.
I think that helps. Kind of throw a little bit more B there, weight.
Clean là, on a du backing.
So it's a draw against 2
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
to tie it.
Va sur le backing, Mark.
Whoa. Feel.
Good way.
Feel.
Il y a bien du weight.
Feel.
Going to need that backing.
Non. Faut que t'as fasses
Mark Nichols is right there. And let it sit. Oh, and just enough.
Yep.
That backing, just enough. All tied. Newfoundland Labrador, last rock coming home.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
So with updated standings, Northern Ontario continues to lead 8 straight. Newfoundland Labrador would like to go to 7-1, and if they do, they would clinch at least a tiebreaker. Manitoba has picked up the win. Alberta is at 3 losses. Then you look down at Team Canada at 4, the bunch at 5. Quebec is at 4, in danger if they lose here to go to 5. It's very much now a situation where if you are anywhere in that 4-5 range, you need to win out. Simple as that, win out. And then one of those top 4 has to really crash and come back to you. Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 10, coming home in a 6-6 tie. It's the only game left on the ice here at the arena, TD Place.
How much?
Jeff Walker.
Jeff made the first one a perfectly brushed rock. Mark had his head down all the way down to the last second. Brett took over to get that little extra curl and made it perfect.
Looks like another one here.
Go. Bump this in a little further.
Great shooting.
Good.
It's really a curious thing that one path coming home has really been troublesome when you think about the steal of 2 in the second, then that draw that came up light in 8. They're the ends that really turned it around. And then, of course, the Brad Gushue has brought his numbers up. Jean-Michel Menard continues to struggle at 69%. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Oh yeah, they're both equal. Half is fine.
Okay. Yeah.
You want that guard just a shade higher so that when you do hit half, which is what the athletes are looking for, it could jam on something.
Jeff. Good.
Nice shot.
Brad's trying to save that red nibbler there, so he can throw a rocket down on his last one, roll out and win, because you wouldn't want to be drawing full 4-foot here. All 3 sheets are long gone, so that the frost will creep in faster now.
Guards. Elle est encore dans l'arbre. Elle est encore dans l'arbre. Easy. Elle est encore dans l'arbre. Easy. Arrête donc, chérie. C'est bon. Cherry.
Same shot.
That's a little better spot, a little higher.
A little bit easier.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing, half.
The guards seem to be sliding fine. It's just been a funny spot, that in-turn. A couple times over curls, and that's maybe taking the weight off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard,
Jeff.
Go, Mark.
Sweet.
Good shot.
Just a reminder, as soon as we're done here, Sports Center is coming up.
Un dernier garde.
Go!
Good sweep.
Good.
Think the out thin.
Okay.
About a third, quarter.
Yeah.
Same thing, half's dangerous.
Should go straight up here.
Okay.
Yep.
Mark Nichols just trying to keep it open.
Good.
Good shot. Good sweep. Throw.
Yeah. Come around. Ouais. On va essayer d'en mettre 2 dedans. 3 quarts. Oui.
Don't think it'll be much slower here at all.
This is where Brett Gallant has been deep twice coming down this path. It slid really well.
Switch. Go, Rick. Amène-la là. Go, Rick. Go. Maintenant, go.
Eric Silva staying with it all the way. You know, we talked a little about the directional brushing. I like that aspect of it. That what they do with both brushers down and doing the switch, rather than standing up and then attacking it from the up position. I don't know what your thought is, but at least there they can, if they're both close to the stone, and then make that switch.
Richard Hart was talking about that in the Ontario game, that they were wasting time when they were trying to switch.
Really gotta go hard. Hard.
Come on, Mark. He touched it on the way by. Goodness, and you heard Brad Gushue say, "Come on, Mark."
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
On gamme que lui peut le slasher dedans.
Ben, tu sais, ce qu'on dit, c'est qu'on veut qu'il caille à droite. Si jamais il fait slam, je m'en vais là. On va être obligé de drawer.
Ouais, on peut aller là, en gros.
Sur celui en avant, pousse ça là, par ton shooter viendrait au centre. Là, tu en aurais 3. Là.
Ça vaut-tu la peine les 3 shots dans le rond? C'est
Non,
ça l'affaire.
deux, je pense que c'est assez.
2, c'est assez. Mais je comprends l'affaire que si on fait ça, même s'il fait un double, on a encore une roche dans le rond.
Ça vaut-tu la peine, comme Jim dit, de mettre un guard, d'essayer un guard puis de gambler qu'il ne fasse pas le
Tu sais, je veux dire, sinon, on fait quoi? Je m'en vais là, il frappe sur le nez. Je vais frapper sur le nez.
Non, mais on a dit qu'on voulait le faire drawer pour gagner la
partie. On va peut-être avoir la chance.
So as we listen to this,
S'il va là, puis il fait le
think
double,
about where we
on va
are,
faire le shot.
Russ, Cheryl. We're coming home in 10. We know that intern path is the trickiest path. So is there something that they can do here, skip stones to come, that would force Newfoundland Labrador to play that shot? Kathy?
Well, they talked about a number of things. They talked about you could draw to the other side of the 8-foot. That forces them to draw to the 4-foot. You know, but Jean-Michel's thinking it's really going to have a draw to the 8-foot. They talked about the guard, the stand-in coach, or the coach who's replacing Pierre Charette, who usually comes out with advice, was talking about, do you tap those yellows on the left side as we look at it and roll your shooter in, then you're lying 3. But I think for Jean-Michel, it's really not about points. It's about how do we best find a way to steal. And so that is why his choice is the guard.
To guard shot wrong.
To guard the center, like to throw a center line guard, and not close enough that any run back made by Gushue could remove both the guard and the stone in the house.
Yeah, that's something I don't like here is if you guard it a couple of feet off the center line, Brad tries the double, which is what he's going to try. He might leave a center guard. But if this curves to the center, Brad can take a free run at that double, and he's going to roll a long way.
I actually like splitting the rings the best, and then maybe on your last, you could go top 8-foot center line and get in the way of the draw for Gushue.
Arrête donc. Arrête donc. OK, Jim. Good shot.
Assez vite, là.
Well, you can see Nichols now, just the way he's walking back. He's lining up this double.
You want to try to make it this way?
Let's watch the shooter, Jeff. You bet.
If the guard had been over by the Tim and Tim Hortons, you run this back, you might make the double, but you'd roll to the center, and that would be the guard that could win it for Quebec. Now you've got a free run here, and even if Brad misses this, he rolls away. If he makes it, you know, he's pretty safe also. Keep an eye on this red one, though. It could kick over to those yellows.
Not real hard.
Yep. Whoa.
Brad Gushue, his first. We're tied at 6.
Watch the red.
Angle it back. And watch that red now. Kicks off those 2 and will spill a little too far. And
this hit?
Well, hangs on.
I would think that hit.
Yep. Go, bud.
Hair thicker, eh?
Just a hair thicker.
Yeah.
It stays for shot.
Well, how much did we miss this by?
Oh, I don't.
Now here's to your point, Cheryl. You could go top 8 here.
Yeah,
and then force Brad to draw around.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at this because I thought when they missed that they would jump to put something, split the center line.
Not flat, no.
Because to Vic's point, that intern draw has been the issue.
Line's good. T-line.
D'en avoir en masse.
Line's good.
Final stone for Jean-Michel Menard.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Sylvain. Philippe Menard.
Oh, plus que T, plus que T.
Non, non, juste là. Juste
plus
là.
que T.
Dans ma brosse. Yep, fais la queue un peu. Yep.
Good shot. And well judged, right to the tee.
I think you're going to see Brad hit this, and 99 times out of 10 he would draw.
He played this.
Yeah, that was probably around there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a good solid hack.
You like this?
Yeah.
We played this a couple ends ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you ever consider drawing with the out turn?
You could, but it's just the surface just isn't quite as predictable.
That's why knowing that the surface isn't predictable, you split center line that he can't hit it for shot, and you force him to the draw.
I agree.
This
Gushue is 78% on 10 draws, 89% on 9 hits for the win to put himself into at least a tiebreaker and stay within 1 game of Northern Ontario.
Heavy hack.
Yep. Heavy hack.
Shot stone
Hack.
is T-line, 8 foot.
Yep. Hard.
Jeff Walker.
Hack. Good hack.
Mark Nichols calling line. The arm is up, and there is the win. Newfoundland and Labrador will win it. The Gushue gals are happy. Make the final 7-6. Newfoundland and Labrador now go to 7-2. It is a 5th loss, however, for Quebec. So Team Canada at 4. 5, yeah, sure. But you gotta win out and then hope that somebody's going to come back and join you. But everybody chasing Northern Ontario with their 8 straight wins. A reminder, we'll be back with you draw 14 Thursday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Pat Simmons at that 4-loss mark will try to bring Kevin Cooey back. If he can, of course. That will keep those 5-loss teams very much in the picture. Kathy and David will have it for you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Till then, thank you for joining us. Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.